welcome. In this section, we will implement complete social media app such as Twitter or Facebook or whatever. So a person first, he come up here and he enter his name, for example, Leia, and she enter her email like leia9@gmail.com. Then she enter her password, whatever the password that she would like. Then she select the picture for her from the phone. Then whatever the picture she use it. Then after that she click, this is not her picture for sure, so she look for her picture exactly. Then she click for register. Then we will create account for her. So what we will do when she click register, we will use Firebase to authenticate the user. That means the information for Leia that she entered for a few seconds, the email, we will save it in the Firebase so she could log in through it. And also we will use a database for save the information about the Leia, such as the image of the Leia. And if you look here, you would see this is Leia and this is the picture, personal picture, because we already uploaded the image for Leia here in the server. So we will learn a lot here in this application. So this is first part so this is the Leia picture, and also the posting, which is important part. Like she could do posts, she could read people posts, whatever. So all people could post, look like a Facebook. See, this is person image, Jenna picture, Hussein picture. Everyone do posts, and the data of the post when she want to do post like nice place to go, and she attach picture if she want to. Then she add this picture, for example, and she click post. And second, you see we use the Firebase to save all this information, so all other users will directly see that image for Leia. She posted nice place to go, and she posts the image, and this image will be saved in the Firebase. So we will learn a lot in this section. We will learn how to use analytic Firebase to see how user performance, then how to authenticate user to login or to register, then how to use Firebase database to save information for users such as post, user information, whatever, then how to use storage to upload images, and more details. We will go through it in this section. Also, we will learn a lot about design UI and how to add different tickets or different cells inside the table view and how we could display them. So let's get started step by step. Again, let's get started step by step to build our Twitter app. But before we start build the Twitter app, what do you think we need in this application? We need to allow every user to be able to log in with username and password, and to create account. Also, we need to allow user to be able to post images, and we need to allow user to be able to see like whatever other people post and more. So if you try to build these things in your own thing, so you need to do a lot of work. One of them, you need a database, like for example SQL Server or MySQL. Then you need web service to read the data, like read the user want to log in, you pass this information to the web service, then web service the database and save this information. And whenever you want to retrieve this data, you retrieve them as a JSON, then see them, which is a lot of work. But Google, they recently allow the developers to start using Firebase. If you just open firebase.google.com and make sure you already log in with your Google account, just click get start, you will see this console. So this console provide a lot of features to the developer to start using it. So for example, allow user to create authentication like login, and that's what we learned in this section. Use the real-time database to store and see information in real times. Storage, upload images like hosting, host server, and something like test lab, crashing, send notification to the user, dynamic link, or using add move, and more. So all these features are already implemented by Google for iOS developer, and really easy to integrate these features with your application. So to get started, I will first go to Xcode and create my new project, Xcode project, and it should be single page application. I am name it Twitter iOS, okay, whatever, Twitter iOS demo, and this is my bundle identification. I don't need to use cover data in this application, so just cover this type of application. So I would go to the iOS here on the desktop, then iOS, then create folder for this project. Just create it and boom, I'm done. So what the next step? So the next step is this. You just go to the Google, the Firebase console, which is this console, and start to create a new project. So click on add a new project. Then what you name it, like for example, I name this a project my iOS apps. You could give it any name that you would like to give it, like any name you would like to give your project to give it. But you have to remember the project could have many applications. Like in every project you could have more than one application. So I just create one project, name it my iOS apps, and this is my project. So he provided me all these features. So I will start adding Firebase to my iOS app. If I click here, he asks me for iOS bundle. I told you before about iOS bundle. If you just go here, you would see it here. This is my iOS bundle. This is my ID should be in the store. So make sure add it here. What I name it, give it any name. This is optional. You give it Twitter app, whatever. This is the app ID. This is after you publish your application in the store, you will have ID. Just add it here, so you will try to avoid people who risk in your application to use your Firebase console. For now, I don't have it, so just next and boom, done. So here he just say, hey, download this Google Play services. Just click here, he will download it. So he say, hey, just drag it, drop it in your project. Okay, this is my project. Here is it, and where he download this file. Here, this is Google Play service. Just drag it and drop it in my project. You see here, I just make sure to copy, enable copy if needed. So if someone deleted it from download, you still be able to use it. So this is the configuration of using Google Play services. So just add it, you're done. Just go to the next. Next step is really easy, straightforward things. So I will not use them from the UI. I will show you how you do these steps. So first of all, let me just close everything. So I would be able to open the terminal and try to configure this application to use Firebase. So it is in iOS, and the name of the project is Twitter iOS demo, which is this project. Then you click right. Then if I click ls, I would see I have Twitter demo and X project, which is, you know, that these two files that I have them in my project. So what I will do, I will start allow this project to use Firebase. How I do that? I'm using Coco pods. So I say pod init in this way. Then I click enter. He will create the pod file for me. If you see it here, if I click ls now, I would see this pod file. So what I will do, I say nano. Then I would say pod file, which is, hopefully I wrote it correct way, first character capital, pod file. So just open this file for editing. So first of all, I just remove this one. Don't care, as I told you, if you see iOS 9, whatever. This is how they build, like the Coco pods that now it's built for iOS 9. If you see it 10, that's totally fine. If you see it 11, totally fine. Whatever version, just remove that target. Now I want to start using only Google Analytics, so people could see, I could see what people do with my application. So I have to make sure go here and add this line. I say pod, then space, then I say Firebase /cover. Make sure you write it in the same way, the capital as capital and small as small. Firebase /cover. Then you're done. Click Ctrl X, then Y to save. Done. You're done. Then I want to install everything. I say pod install. Okay. Then boom. Next, he will install everything that I needed in the project, and he prepared for me. So I will wait for seconds until everything be ready. And yes, this is my project, and he done from install other things that I need. So you know that when we start now working with a pod file, I have now workspace. So I have to click on a workspace, and this is my application. This is everything that I have. What I care about now, the app config, app delegate. In app delegate, I would just say, hey, import what? I say import Firebase. Then in the application did load, like when the application did load, I just write this line. I say Firebase app.configure. So the idea behind this line is really easy and straightforward. It's just saying, hey, this application want to use Google, like I want this application to start using Google analytic things. So by the end, whenever anything happen in your application, you will see with the user in your application, you will see it in your application dashboard. So if I just go back now to the Firebase here, I just been in these steps because I was here. We was here, then we click next, continue, then we get next, then this is what you see. So now this is my application by the end. So if someone click here, he will see the application. So now in the analytic, I will see everything about the user who are using my application. So what I could see, let me show you like real apps that I have it here. So if I just go back first to my application, I see if it's already connected to the Firebase. I see if you see here Firebase analytic enable, that's mean cool. This application now is able to use Firebase, and now this application is connected with this Firebase console. So what you could see by that, adding that two lines. If I just go here and try to show you what I mean by that, let me show you some apps that I already have them, like story apps. So you would see like many details here in analytic. By adding that only that two lines, you will see many details here in analytic. So you would see like monthly active user, you would see how many money you get, you would see weekly, you see many details about active users, gender, where they are from, male, female, and all these details. The most important part for you, the interesting, what every user interested in, like for example 8% from the user interested in the entertainment or whatever, and also events, what buttons the users click in your app, like for example here, like for 400 people they just remove the app, 7 people update the app, first open iOS update, whatever they click, some people click clean to clean the app, and many things, many details. You could see it by just adding that two line. So two line give you a lot of features about analytic and what the user do with their application. So now I just did connect my application with Firebase. So let's go to the next step and start to do more things with this application. Hey again, let's get start design our login page. So first of all, let me just design the login page so you have some imagine about what I would need to have. So what do you think is the login page I need to have? So in text field, for some user enter his name. Okay, so I need to ask him to enter his name, and I will say enter your full name. Okay, and two more things. One of the email, I would suppose, one the password. Okay, enter your email, and this one enter your password. Hopefully there is a text password, or you could, I think I could change this one to the text password from the behavior of the text field. So it is just plain text. Where is it? The attributes, content type, name, specification, country, password. So here you go. So what more I need two more things. One of them image, so people could select image from the phone. So image view, you could select image from the phone, suppose in this way. And let me just bring the images that I need them. So first of all, let me just go to the desktop, iOS, which is assets, Twitter app, which is this images that I need them. So but let me make sure going to here to asset parts. So and just give some name here for these, make sure the name is accepted there. If they don't, you will have, maybe you have problem, but let me just drag drop, so make sure. I don't think I have a problem, I think I'm okay. So I need this one person icon to start using it for this image. So going here, look for person icon, bam, I'm done. This one need to be fit aspect, which is, I think this one will be better. And also I need image button, so someone click on the button to login. So login, people want to login, maybe people want to register, Control C, Control V, and also people may need this one image. You know that this image I cannot use it as an image alone, so it doesn't have event to click, so I would say I would add image view inside it. So let me just try to manage every part I have it. So this one should be, let's suppose, login, person enter email and password. This one should be for register, or some person register. This one doesn't have any text, take it off. So for the login, let me just change the background color, so to be like login, and make sure the text color change it, and change this one to register, which you could do same color, could do a different color. Yes, again white inside it, so it's being clear. So I think this one need to be a little goes down to match whatever I want to have. So let's pin it. So this one should be pinned on the top, so make sure click on this one, this side, this side, this side, boom, done. So this one should be pinned to this on the top, so shift, pending leading, and this one should be pinned also on the top, pending leading, and this one, and after I just pending and leading, I just add for both of them, this one on the top, this one on the top, so I just pin them correctly. So this one also should be added in this way, so make sure they are pinned right. So now I select the image, the person image. The person image, first of all, I would give it fixed width and fixed height, so I will not have problem in the width and height. So and also I would suppose adding constraint from this side will be better for me, so I will not have any problem. And this image, oh, I have inside it image button, so a button will be inside this one, will be leading and vertical and everything, so pending, leading, vertical, just adding the constraint correctly and try to avoid any error I may have. And also this button need to be connected to the top, so again the width height I need them same, and add 3 of these, and this one I need the width height same, I added 3 of these, and make sure everything is right. So this is my UI. So let me just connect this one to the code to make sure like I did right. So the most strange part for me, the login page, I don't need this one, this ugly one, so remove it. And yes, so I have this button, so full name, I say txt full name would have, and this one should have email, should be txt email, and this one should have txt password, and here I would use 2 of these. One of them is the image one, so make sure you select the image correctly, which is this one, the image person image. So I say mgview user image, and I need the button when someone click on this button also, so this should be event, so bu pick image, so I pick image from the device, so make sure should be action. So you know why, because I don't have any event in the image for picking image. So this one should be bu login, someone want to login, he have already username and password, and someone okay, wait a second, cancel. This one I just did it as a login, so make sure just remove it and go back, select this button, whatever I did, remove this connection, because this one should not be as outlet, should be as bu login, should be action. So boom, you're done. This one also should be bu register, and again action. So just implement the methods. So just make sure this one work. I say hey print, just select image. Just make sure this event will be able to allow users to select image. So just make sure everything is right. So like make sure whenever the image move it, this one also move it with the image, so you will not have any problem. with the MG view. So yes, waiting seconds and let we see what is going on. If I just click here, apps, see, I think not I think the button, this one is not set it right, so I have to see how this image set it. I will set this one also. Let me just think this one is just saying, hey, this is my image also. I want it to be set it from the top also, specific size. So hopefully now I would have it correctly. So when I click on the button, he get it. If not, I will add another constraint from this side and I should be all set. But hopefully this one will fix the problem for me. If not, so see, select image. Now it's working. Now that button is working, so a user could select image. So yes, now I have everything ready. So let's go to the next video and start to implement the code. Hey again. What I want to do in this video, I want to enable users to log in. So he could enter his email here, enter password here, he click login, he will be able to log in. So how he will be able to log in? If I just go to the Firebase console that I have it, which is this console, hopefully it minimize it in such way so you would see the screen. So I have first of all go to the authentication sign method and enable which signing method I want to use. I want to allow user to sign with email and password, so I click on this one and I click enable save. Maybe you want to do this different thing. Maybe you want to sign with his Google account in the phone, or the Facebook account in the phone, with the Twitter, GitHub, or anyone else. Any type of account you want to use, just enable it. For this tutorial, I would use login username and password because I'm using username and password to enable users to log in. So that's first part. The second part, what I have to do, I just go to the controllers and start implement the code. So how people register. So I need a new user, I want them to register. Let me don't care about the name because we are not saving the name, we're just saving username, email and password. So to log in, first of all, you have just to close the application, stop everything, then you just go to the terminal, then here your pod file, now we have a pod file, is that right? So you say nano for the pod file, so hopefully pod file, which is this one. So on the pod file we need to add more things. Well, the one that I wanted now to add it, I need to allow users to log in. So to log in, we have to add a specific thing here, name it pod Firebase / authentication, which is auth. Okay, Firebase / auth. Control X, yes, done. Again, you have to do pod install, then boom, you waited for some time until he will install everything for you. It will take some time, then your application will be ready for Twitter demo application. So just make sure from everything. So yes, this is my application. So now he say pod install, everything done, boom, double click on it. So yes, my application now is connected to now I have package for the authentication. If you see it, he just added. So authentication will allow me to do authentication with Firebase, like login with username and whatever. So first of all, this page I have it, which is view controller. I just need to say, hey, import for me the Firebase. So here in the register, I need to register user. So how to do register user? The process for register is really straightforward. I say authentication dot authentication, and this one optional. So if it's optional, you now have to have this one. Then you say dot, I look for create user. So I have this one I'm looking for with username and password and expect specified callback. So what the username, I have the email here dot text, and this one should be expected to have it this way. And what the password, whatever the password is coming here, so text password dot text, and dot text should be whatever I have it here, and the complete. So I don't need this third parameter. I would expect to open a bracket, close it here, and start working on my code. So what do you think I need to do? The response that coming from this function will be either error or other user or error. Okay, so I say in, and here I could in this way, then space, then here I could write my code. This is my function. You don't have to care my code. This is the function, how the function works. You don't have to care about the details behind this function. Just need to know how to use this function. So this function for creating user, it's send the user email and password to the Firebase database, and the Firebase database is responsible for login. The database have error, will tell you error. So I say, hey, if there is error, so if error equal error, if there is any error I have, just print that error for me, or you say print the error. Else, that means there is login information. If the user will be able to login, there is different information I could get it from the user here. For example, if I just click print user, I could get the email of the user that he already logged in. I could get user UID, which is very, very important for us, because every user will have unique UID in the database, and many information I could get it from that, from this one. So this one should be lit in this way. Okay, so this is very basic process of how to login. So if I just try now to login and see, will I be able to login and see that user in the database, or I will have any problem? But before I login, let me just show this one as a UID. So I name it user UID, so you would understand what I'm doing. So Control X, I say user UID slash so you will see it in the output UID, because every person will have unique UID. That will help us to track the users in the database. So this the code that we use it to create a new user. So let me just run it and see if we will be able to create a new user in the database or not. So the user have two things now, just email and password. So I say the email HUSSIN99 at Gmail. Make sure it's Gmail, and make sure you use strong password. Don't use weak password, because it will not work. So I click on register. He should say this, he give you this UID. See, this is UID that he give it to you. Okay, so what is going on? Let me see what is going on in the Firebase console. So if you just go to the Firebase console, you go to the authentication, you would see he just created a new user for us with that email and the unique password for him. If you see, he just print this UID for me, which is, here is it, this UID. You could get it this way only, just because he showed as optional. So what is going here is this: when I send the username and password to the Firebase database, what's happened? The Firebase database just received the username and password, and he create user for us with that username and that password, and this is the email. See how it's easy? You don't need web service, you don't need database, you don't need anything, just single line. He was able to create user for you and save it, and he create unique UID for that user associated with that app. Now this user could use these services, like he could use the database, because in the rules here we have it, only the valid user could read and valid user could write. So now we could use other things, but before we go use other things, we still have more things to do for login and other things. So this is just part for the register. Maybe user want to login. That means this is a new user. The user already have the application. He just want to login. He don't want to do register. So how he do login? The login also again is not something complex. So same thing, same this function and the login. You just say fire auth, okay. Then you say dot authentication, but this authentication will get something named sign in, because you just need to sign in. Okay. You see there's a function named sign out if you want to use it. Again, what the sign in will take email and password, but I say sign in is not correct, I think, because there is many sign in method I could use them. So let me just delete and see what the autocomplete show me. Say control space, hopefully sign in. Sign in have many things. Sign in with email and password. This is what I want, and because it have callback. So still using same this function, so it's better just to copy this code and use it there instead of saving my time and rewriting things. Then this function is still doing this part. So this is again Again, this one look like exactly this function, and again you could use login and whatever. But the difference between this one and this one is just for creating new user, and this one just for user already been there and he wants just to log in with email. Because now if you enter Hussein with that email, he will give you error because Hussein is not a variable. Hussein already registered it. But if you call it as a sign in, you'd be able to sign in with that user. He say, hey, he say this value is optional. Because optional, I think I have to do it in this way. But maybe he will give me error here. He said, this one replace with, I don't know what the error here. I have to be able to read this one. But we will go through it later on. Maybe I just missing something in writing the name correctly. So if I just try to log in with the same user, but I don't remember the password, this is the problem now. Now I just create email without any information, so I don't know the password for that email, so which will cause a problem. So now I need to create a new user. So if I just go back, open Firebase, come back here with the Firebase information and say, hey, I want to create jana@gmail.com, and this is the password for here, abc. Okay, whatever, abc 1 2 3 4 5 abc. Then I said register. I have to see some message about in the debugging code. Boom. Hopefully I will see something here. Yes, he was able to register that user. So now if I just try again with the same user, because now the user is active now, she is there as a logging user. So let me see what we could do more with this user that already logged in. So this is Jana. So if I just try to do the same information, try to just log in, you have to be able to log in. See, he was able to log in, but I don't think you will able to register, click register again, because this user already been there. You cannot register, already exist, so you cannot register. You could log in only with that user. So yes, this is basic process for login and register. So let's go more and try to add image, so you could use save and more things with that user. So here we done. Thank you for watching and see you next. Hey again, what I want to do in this video, I want to allow users to, when they click on this image, they just could pick image from the device and display it here. We already discussed this topic, so I don't think it's really important to go in details about it. So first of all, I need to go on the top and define my variable image picker, okay, which is the instance of UI image picker controller, okay. And also I need to do two events here. One of them is UI image picker controller delegate, and the second one should be UI navigation controller delegate. And because this is image picker, need to have some initialize here on the main page. Here when I do load, I say image picker dot delegate will be equal self, and before that I need to initialize this image picker to be equal UI image picker controller. Just initialize it. So this is two process. We have to do it as a just startup. Then after we just define delegate, define everything, I say, hey, what happened when someone want to select image? Okay, please present for me. I need you present a specific view controller, which is image picker, and boolean true and null nothing. So when someone do this, I have to expect there's image coming. So I have to suppose he have image picker controller, okay, which is have view image and the image information. So what I say, hey, if let image, the image that he have it will be equal to, from the info I want you to get UI image controller original image. Then I say, hey, I don't know why this one is taking all the screen. Click on image, I say as UI image. Okay, I just taking that image. and getting here. So if I just have the image, okay, what I want to do, just showing in the the img view. So I have here, I think I already defined img view users. So I say img view users dot image will be equal to the whatever image have there, just for now. Later on we will go into the details of uploading this image and all the things. So now hopefully when I just run, I will be able to select person picture. So wait a second and let me see what is going on with this application. So loading it, see if we are able now to do picking for the image from the phone. So 8 seconds. So here is it, enter email. So I have to be able to select, boom, yes. So now here today, I just select any image from today. I know he doesn't show you, but he have to. Yes, see, he doesn't move the picker controller, so I have to dismiss it when I'm done. I say, hey, image picker dot what dot dismiss. So take it through and null. You know, if you see in the second he wasn't able to remove it because he don't have a way to remove it. So if we wait a second and see if we are able to log in, just will he be able to load that one? So picking image from the phone, whatever image that you would like, for example this one, that's fine. If I just try to load different image which is from today, yes, sounds good. So now I was able to load image. Let me go next and try to upload this image to the Firebase database. Hey again, what I want to do in this video, I want when after the person select the picture, I want to upload this picture to the Firebase, which is a little bit of process we have to learn it here. So I want to upload it here in the storage. So first of all, let me just create a new folder. You see, I cannot create a new folder now. If I just try to click here, maybe you are not able to create a new folder unless you upload one file. If you click here and you cannot see this one, just try to upload any file from your device, like simple file, then you will be able to do that. So if you like me, don't have any problem in this case, so just click create a new folder, and that is, so here I just click create a new folder. I will name it images. So because it's better for me, I say users in this way, users images. Okay, this will hold all the users images here will be saved on. So now what I want to do, I want to upload the picture after he's selected. I want to upload this picture to the Firebase. So upload image to Firebase. So to upload image to Firebase, there is a specific process we have to follow to upload the image. First of all, my project until now doesn't have any authority to use the storage. So first of all, I need to go and try to add the storage in my application. So I say, okay, let me just close it from here, close the application completely. So hopefully stop task, everything, close it completely. Then I'm here, I still here in my project. So make sure I do pod, not pod in it. I do pod, nano pod, open the pod file and try to say, hey, I need again add some pod file, which is pod from Firebase, which be responsible for something for storage, for storing file. So that one, name it is storage, this one, storage. Okay, Control X, yes, save it. Here you go. Now you could do pod install, so he will be able to install the storage part for you. So yes, going back to the desktop, iOS Udemy, iOS, tweeters. So you would see he just added here the storage part, so you could use the storage now. So yes, how to upload the image to the Firebase. There is certain process I have to do it to upload the image. First of all, you say, hey, let storage reference for the storage repository. You say fir storage, like Firebase storage, then you say dot reference. So you define what is the reference you want to call. you have to give it the URL, hopefully. So you say references dot slash u4 for, you give it, I think you have to give it for URL, and you give it the URL that you want to do references for. So with the URL, I just have to go to my Firebase and I have to show you how to get the URL. This is the URL for my console, which is this one. Is that right? Yes, this is my Firebase URL. So just replace it with this one. So this is, first of all, you define the URL that you want to upload image to. Good. That's first step. The second step, you say, hey, I have variable named data, and this data will be NS data, because I need to convert these things to data. Then I say, hey, the data will be equal UI image, then JPEG presenting. So I taking whatever the image I have it, which is the image. Then how I want to present this image, I want 0.8, like the way that I want to present this image, I want to present 0.8, like compression for the image. So I say as NS date, you just convert it to NS date. Okay, this is the second thing. The third thing, you say, okay, now you want to give the unique, now you get the image, you convert this image to the you just get image and you convert this image to the data presentation. Now you want to give it a name. You have to give for every user unique name for his images. So this is need specific things. First of all, you say, okay, let data format equal date format. Okay, date formatter, and this one my function. Then you say, okay, data format dot format, you just get specific format. Okay, date format dot date format, you give it this format, for example, month underscore day underscore year, then underscore hour, minute AM. They just get current time in this way. Then you say, okay, I want to set the image name. You say, okay, let image name, like image name in the Firebase, will be equal to date format dot from or strings, I think. Then you give him the NS date. Then you change it as the date, NS date in this way as date, because you need to convert this. So now you just get image name. Image name now will hold this information in this way, will be in this way. I don't know what the error here. Fix it. Let me see what he did. Just some formatting way. So yes, you said, okay, I have this image name, but I think represent the image name in this way is not the things that I want it to be. I want to have the image name have also the user UID. So let me suppose I have variable here, user UID, which is for now, which is string, doesn't have anything. This user UID will be set whenever a user login. So see it here, some user login, you say will be equal to user UID, will be equal this one. You could say will be equal user dot UID. Okay, I don't like this way of adding it because he showed as optional. Hopefully this one will be fixed, it doesn't have any problem. And also I will do same thing here, bam, he asks you to fix it. Okay, do you mean to use one or this one? Yes, I mean to use this one. Maybe this too will be fixed. Hey, what's going on? I want just read the user UID. The value of the optional value user is not rapid. Do you mean to use one, or maybe this one will be help because I want to read it? Yeah, this one will help, just getting the user. Then this one I just getting the user UID when the user login. So you, UID, make sure in this way you name it, and UID in this way you name it. You say UID symbolic self, and because you want to access something out, say self. You could do it self in this way, that's fine. So now I have the user UID here. So this one the image name could be in this way. So image name could be equal, could have the user UID, whatever the way that you want to format it. Wait a second, I want to add two strings, so I do it in this way, slash user UID, then whatever you say underscore the date, the current date, so slash the current date. So just give it a specific format to the user UID. So for every user image will have start with his UID, then specific name. So I make sure there is no two users have same name, just specific format. So now the path, image path, so I say let image path. You know where is the image path. You say okay, I know the folder that I created, which is named users images, which is this folder. If you remember, this is my folder, user images. Okay, so okay, I will start with folder named user images, then slash the image path, which is image name. Then I would say the images will be saved in the format JPG. Okay, so now any user want to upload image, I will add his image in the folder named user images with the name, this unique name, because this name will have the user UID and the data formatted for the current date, then .jpg. So now I have the path, I have the everything ready. Just say hey, let child user images, like the user images that I want to add is as a child. I say storage reference dot child for what? For the path, which is this path. So I create in that one, I create child in the user images folder. Then I think you're almost done. You say hey, let meta data will be equal to the Firebase storage metadata. Then you say metadata dot content type, you say will be equal image slash JPEG, like the content type that I want to upload it, image dot JPEG or JPG, whatever. Then you say child images dot put, I want you to put what I want to put the data and metadata. So the data should be considered this data that already uploaded. The metadata will consider for this one that will have information about the child and other thing. So hopefully the metadata was correct. Data will be considered as data in this way. But storage mountain already, this one already set up the path that you want to upload. Yes, then you're done. He will take some time, this one, for upload image. So finally by the end you will have that image uploaded. So the process really easy. You define the storage place, you give a specific image to your image, you define the path for that image, you set it to the path, you set the type of the image that I want to upload it, then boom. Then JPG and JPEG, hopefully they will not have any problem because they are same. But let me just try and make sure of L6 and see if you will be able to load the image. For sure he will take some time to upload the image to the server. I just want to make sure if he will be able to or not, because I would use same code in other places. So I'm making sure we don't have any problem in UI images. So this one, you could use it in this way, or you could use it in this way. You say dot as. Yes, both of them they give you same result. Both of these they give you same results. There is no difference between them. So Hopefully now everything sounds cool and I don't have any issues. But I see he say, hey, there is error. Say dot. This one self dot when getting user UID. I like this way of setting the images, so you are make sure not to you will never have two user have same images. So this is good. And also you learn how to upload images with different names. So now whenever I click image and just show you the Firebase, hopefully I would be able to show you what I want to show you. Hopefully it's loading, waiting for some time. Yeah, here you go, just started. So if I just click here, try to load image. So try to load this picture. It would take some time, you don't see it, but behind the scene he will load it. If you add code for start load and end load, he will show you the images uploaded. So if I just click here, hopefully after a while he will load the image. See, I don't see anything for now because I don't have any proof saying that image is loaded or not. But if you just refresh it after seconds, he have to upload the image if he did it in correct way. So waiting for it, and hopefully he I don't have, until now I don't have any proof saying if this image is uploaded or not. So what I have here, TC picker discovery query cancelled, TCR read it. If I just try to upload another image, if I just click go here, select this image, see, just try to, oh, do you know what's the problem? The problem is I did not login yet. I have first of all to login, so this variable will have a data. So first of all, let me login. I say, hey, Jenna at gmail.com, and the password, I don't know the password, abc12345 abc, I don't know. So login, hopefully the login will pass. Yes, user was login. Now I think I could select image. So now if I just select image, now the application is connected to the Firebase. Now I have to be able to load images. So waiting for some times and see if he is able to load the images or not. And also you see this image is the password doesn't show in the way that I want it to be. It just show me numbers. So to hide these numbers, the process is not so complex. Just click here and see what is going on. Just change this one to the secure text entry, and for this input secure text entry, and now when you want to run it, it will show you as a password. So hopefully this time the password is being set, otherwise I may have a problem in uploading images in the correct path. So I need to make sure from everything is sound cool. So waiting for some times and see what is going on. Hopefully we are able to upload the images, otherwise I think we are uploading images. This is user images folder. Yes, we are uploading images. Yeah, see here, first of all he give you null for the user UID. Second thing, he give you this string optional, which is also not the one that we wanted. We want to have it as a name for it. So yes, which is still like, see, every image will have this string for the optional and this name for it. So every string have different image. So whenever you want to upload, it will be really easy to upload the image. And also the password, now if someone entered, you will see it as just stars. But one thing, I still complain about why he show me the user UID in this way as optional. You have to show me when I want to read something from user UID here. Just if I add this one after it, I have to be able to read it as a image only. Yeah, after this sign after it, that's mean, hey, I want to read the data, because without the sign, that's mean you have to show me as an optional. So if you make sure of when we add this one, will we be able to read the user UID or not? So wait a second. First of all, you need to login, because the application is not login. Yahoo Jenna at gmail.com, gmail.com, and the password should be abc12345 abc. Oops, sorry, cancel. I want to first login, make sure the user is login. So user is login now. Now I could select image for that user, which is suppose this one, and he have to upload this image in while, but we know that it takes some time, so we need to refresh the user in folder, so you would see that images is got uploaded. Yes, so yes, here you go, for back to the folder. Hopefully now I got the fourth image. See, now I have the ID because I added that sign after it. So you will never have two person having same name. Every person will have his unique ID. Every person will add insert same different ID. So even the user replaces image, so I still having the user UID, but the data will be changed. So this I'm sure that both will have unique UID. So here we done. Thanks for watching and see you next. Hey again. Until now we was able to upload images to the Firebase, and we have the path for that image, and also we was able to see the logins, like allow users to login and get user UID. What I want to do in this video, I want to start working with a database. So database here in Firebase is not like any database that you see it before. Here they use the node database. That means, for example, if you have a user will be considered as a node, and his email in the node inside it, and his password in the node inside it, and like for example his image in the node inside it with value, and he have also the other information like user UID or whatever. So what I want to do now, I want to have users information, users. So suppose you have node named users. In the users you have user. Every user have UID as a node, and this node have the user full name as a key and value, and have user if you want email, if you don't want, I don't care about it, user image also. So these two things. So you have list of users here, and every user will have same information, these two informations. And this is how the Firebase database work, just nodes. So to get started with the Firebase database, I just first of all make sure you just go here and close your project, because we need to add Firebase to our project. So how we will add Firebase to our project? It should be added in the same way that we use it to add any other type of the pod thing. So you say first of all nanopods, then you say, hey, I want here to add something for database. You say, okay, pod Firebase, then slash, you say database. Okay, I want to use the database. Then Control X, yes, then say pod and install. Hopefully now he will install the database for me. So here you go, he installed the Firebase database for me. We'll wait him for some time until he complete everything, so I would able to go and start to use this database. So he done. So now click my project. My project now should be configured to use the Firebase with everything is set up. To make sure this one is set it up. So here is it, Firebase database is also installed. So to use Firebase database in this form, first of all you just have to go to top and you have to define instance from reference for the database. You say, okay, reference, I have a reference for Firebase what database, FAR, you say FAR database, FAR database references, hopefully this one. Okay, FAR database references dot init. Then after you define it, you just initialize it here. You say self dot references will be equal to the I want to initialize it, which should be Firebase FAR database, not Fire database references dot database dot references. So now this instance will have a reference from the database. so he could use the database for any process that you would like. So what we want to do, I want to create a function here you go. I say this function will save user info, and this function will take two things. Take user UID that I have it already, I don't need to take it. It will take only the image path should be as string, okay, because user UID I have it already on the top. So I say okay, self dot reference dot I want you to add please child, and this child should be users because we say we have a node name it users. And okay, so what I want to do, I want to define function, and this function will name it save to Firebase Data base. Okay, this function is supposed to take two things. Take image path or user image path, because I need the path should be as a string, and also suppose this one take the what you think more we need to save. I need to save user path, I need to save user image, and you may be saving user email. If you are not interested, maybe you need to save user name, user full name, okay, as string. So I have these two information I want to save them in the database. So just saying self dot reference then dot child. We suppose we have a child for what users. So that means I will create node in the Firebase database, name it users. And that inside that user I will create node for this user, which will have this user UID. Like mean because every user have unique UID. That means I have a node name it self user UID. Inside this one I would suppose, for example, adding two information. One of the information I have it like username and like what information you need to have as a user. You need to have his image path and his name. So I say set value. If I set value, for example, name it Hussein, now he will create node for me with my user ID, and he give me name is Hussein. But this is not what I am looking for. I want to have node have two things, so I have to do it in this way. I say let msg, the information that I want to save it, two things. I want to say first thing I need to say user or full name in this way, and this one should be whatever the username, and I need to save the second information, which is image okay, user image path should be also, I consider it should be taken user image path, which is this one, user image path, and I say set that value. So now I will have node name it user, inside that node users, this user, current user, and also with this user I will set this value for that node. That means have two nodes, the full name, whatever the name we have it, and the user image path. Where I will do this process, I will do this process after he pick the image. Okay, so I will do it in this way. When he pick the image, he picked the image here, and I have the image path already here. But what I will do this. I will do it when person login. When he click on the login, if he pass, I will do it here. Say save the database. Save to the database, and this database will take two information. Take user image path, and will take wait, not here. Should be when the person. For now, let me just add it here. Save to database. Okay, data. We will go more details about these nodes. So I need to pass what image path, whatever image path he have, and also I might need to pass full name, which is txt full name dot text to this function. I need to pass these two properties after I save it. So when he save, when I add image, what he will do, he will pass these two information. See, both of them should be a string, hopefully, so you will not have any problem, but I think we don't have any problem. So now let me just run it. So to get to be always like clean, and it's better for us every time, just clean up the storage before you start, because now I have too many not meaningful data saved here, not used until now, not connected with anything, so I have to keep them. Just let me remove all these data, select all, delete. So now first of all we'll wait for people to log in and just look for Firebase database, how it's working. It looks amazing. Now you'll be surprised from the way of how they build this database. So let me suppose the name is Jenna Arrobai, and the enter his email jenna@gmail.com, and the password abc12345 abc. She could select image from images, then here so he cannot do that because you know that this process will not work. She need to do login before select image. Yeah, she select, which is like not normal, like how I would do this. I have to enable users to login then do image. We'll fix this one later, but let me just do it for now, making sure everything going according what we want to do. Then if everything pass, we will fix this problem later on. So Jenna Rubai, and enter his email jenna@gmail.com, and the password should be abc12345 abc. So first she should be login because she already part from the community. So let me make sure if she logged in already or she had any problem. Yes, she logged in here. So now when she logged in, she could select image. So why she have to log in before she select image? Because the authentication. So no one could upload image if he is not authorized. So when I select the image, see, he just create node for me, name it users. He add this user, which is UID for Jenna, with the path for the image, and the name is Jenna Robai. If you just try with different user, you say, okay, let me suppose I have another user, Hussein Robai. I will name it like Hussein@gmail.com. Hopefully whatever the password, same password for Jenna, and just try to upload this image for Hussein. You will see he will create a new user, but the problem, he will not create a new, he will use same image, he will update the information for Jenna, which is really clear because I have to click register, not login. So after clicking register, I could click here and create a new node. So which is, see, this is a new node for Hussein. Okay, now I want to go back to Jenna and update the information for Jenna. So first of all, I click Jenna Al-Rubai and make sure his name is jenna@gmail.com, and select login. So I'm logging into the Jenna. So now I could upload the image for Jenna, which is this image. So he just updated. So yes, this is two users now I have. See, Jenna Arabai, this is image for her. Hussein, this is image for him. And you want to add, if suppose too many people will upload, that is totally fine. For example, Leia Arabai. So your email should be Leia. First of all, she needs to register because she is a new user. So register. She registered it. After she registered, she should go here and click and select her image, whatever images she would like to use, whatever both. She will create a new node. So the idea behind using UID for the user, the database is here. If if you remember, I was saving, I was creating child named user, so you will create child named user. Then inside that user, I add user UI, because every user will have unique UID. So for every user have different node. And inside this we have child, which is user branch value full name. For that reason, you see the full name and user actual value. Set it as value. And that is. So now by the end, I will have anyone who want to go to my application. I will have his image. After you click login, all the information for that user will be saved in my database. So yes, that's what I want to share with you. Hopefully everything was clear, and thank you for watching, and see you next. Hey again, we did complete the part for register and everything, and now we are able to have the image and everything for the user. So let me go for the part for posting. So to do that part, I have to add a view controller, and that view controller should be connected to the file for posting. So I have to go here in the file, add, I name it Coco Corps, UI view controller, name it view controller posting, okay, and bam, UI view controller, and it created for me. So now just make sure this one is connected with this view controller. So just go here and say, hey, this one I needed to be connected with the view controller for posting, and I'm done. So what do you think we need more? I think all what we need is just some list, and that is. So just list, and some people could do posts and whatever. I don't care about it in this time. I just care about how to pass from this one to that one. So to pass from this view controller to that view controller, I just use a segue. So just move show, and I will give this segue identification. So I will, now it's in the code. So let me just go to the Stony board, which is this one, which is going selected, give it identification like show posts. Okay, the page for posts need one thing as information, need only user UID. So let me suppose in the view controller for posts, I have only variable, name it user UID, which is string as initial. And let me suppose I printed when the page loaded. So you make sure this is a real user UID. So user UID printed. So yeah, just make sure everything is set up. So just saying, hey, user UID should be showing in this way. So make sure the user UID is the real user UID is passed here. So we are sure the data is passed. So what I need to do, I need when someone click on login or register, after he login or register, or after he select the image, he will go to the next page. But wait a steps. I need to allow users to load image before click login. Normally you cannot, because only authorized users could use the Firebase. So if you see here the storage and the rules, you will see only the authorized users could load images. Okay, only the authorized users could load images. To allow any users to load images, if he is not authorized, because if he's not looking, he's not authorized, let me just click more and see what's going on. So if you see here, you see some details they give you about uploading images rules. You say that you use this code if you want only authorized people to do read write. That means only people are logging in using Firebase. If you want to be public, you just use this code. Just copy this code and replace it with the old code. Okay, hopefully by Firebase storage, and I would not have any problems. So now if you just click save, hopefully this time will work. You say now it's public. Now the users could upload images even if they are not registered yet, so which is a good thing now. So now the people could select image and upload them without getting login first. Second, now I just done from this part. Now people could click here and select image and upload it without any problem. Now let you go to the next part for login and register. So after login and register, I want him to go to segue to the second page. Okay, how I do that in the view controller, I have it, which is this view controller. Just go to the second page. Okay, let me just define function here, name it func go to posting. Okay, and this function doesn't take any parameter, and this function should be called from two places. Should be called from the place for register. After he did register, go to posting. Also after he did login, if he is a new user or whatever, he just go to that pages. So go to second page. So to go to the second page, we need to do say, hey, I don't have any problem. Wait a second. Yes, we don't have any problem. He just think he's a self because he just calling something inside the thread. So make sure adding self. Why? Because this is some internal thread. So you just make sure from it. So to do a segue, you know the process for doing the segue. Just really straightforward 2 steps you have to do them. First of all, you just say, hey, I want to perform segue. Perform segue with identification and any. What the identification? I give it the UID for the segue, which is this one, hopefully identification. Give it to him, so he would know what the identification he will use for the segue, so he will know where he have to go. Then second parameter, give it any, I don't care. And the sender, I will send the user UID. If you remember, we have user UID in many places, which is this one, user UID. So I would send it here, so that one will receive it. So here, you know what you have to do. Just there's a method you need to override it and implement it, which is a prepare, will be called automatically. So prepare, this is the method. So this method have specific things that I think we already did it. We say, hey, if the segue, where is it? If the segue dot identifier will be equal to that one, which is because maybe this one will cut from more than one segue. So I identify if this one, okay, I want you to do specific to process. First of all, I want to know my destination. So I say, hey, if let posting view controller or view controller posting VC for posting will be equal to segue dot destinations as, which is this one, view controller posting. And yes, I want to pass the image. I say, hey, if let the user UID will be equal to sender, whatever the sender is coming, I need to convert it to the string because the user UID as a string. So if is it okay, and view controller posting, which is this one, dot user UID will be equal whatever the user UID you have it here. This is the segue, and I'm sure you know how to use it because we discussed this thing a lot, how to pass and how to do all this process. So yes, we're just repeating things, nothing new. Now if I just run it, now I will be able to load images first, select image, signing, and bam, you're almost done. But still, like, you know that, like, it is really hard to say, hey, you have to assign first. I don't think it's working. So now first of all, let me just take this one off. Okay, then remove it. Okay, the second thing, just restart it again. So now the users, as I told you, they could upload images even if they are not registered. They are not logging in. So I say Jenna, alright, and her email is jenna@gmail.com, and the password should be abc12345 abc. She could click login, but if she click login, she would go to the second page. But let's suppose she select the image before she click login. Now what's happened if you select the image? If she select the image will upload it under her name, and she is not logging yet. Yes, this is a problem now. We have it. So I will fix this problem in a really easy and straightforward thing. So loading image, if you see it here I do load save image. Okay, I have the image here. I'm checking the image and added here in the image view, so I could get that image really easy. So just me take it off. So before I go perform this segue, I would say before go to the posting, he have to do it after register. After not register, yes, after I do this process for updating the image only when person register. So I say, hey, after you register, please upload your image, and I will get rid from the public part because public part is not a secure thing. So, which is good now. So now I'm able to upload the image after the person register, and now I could get back for this one and this security read more and return it back to the origin one, because default one, because I don't want to allow any people, even they are not authorized. That means anyone could use just having this URL could upload, which is not what we look for. So it's better to go to the rules now and update it. Yes, it was really a straightforward process, but I don't know, I just didn't follow that. Maybe. Yes, so now I think everything is cool. Hopefully we don't have any problem here. Just the image should be let image, which is image, should be part from UI image, should be equal to mgview dot image, whatever the image there, and boom, I think you're done with this part and there will not be any problem. And this one need to get self because he accessing to this method inside this class. And I think this one also value is read only, change it to this way and you'll be all set. So now I think no error, upload image. So after he registered, he could upload the image. Bolt failure, bam. He say, hey, I think you need to add self here. Yes, and this one he need to add self because I'm trying to uploading image inside. It is better for us to take this one as a single method, so just be like separate concept. So when you need it, we could use it. You say upload user image. I would prefer using it this way. Sorry for changing a lot, but yes, it's better for us for the next time when just copy it and use it in another place. So just call it before you go to the next. And I should say self dot this one. So boom, you'll be all set. Now if anyone want to register, I will register him. If anyone he already registered there. So what's the problem now? Say this one, the extra white space, because these no longer needed because they are just a fraction. So all these word self that we added are no longer needed. Now if anyone login or register, he could go directly to the second page, and let me just try if we are able to login with Jenna and see if he passes her UID to the next page. So if someone want to login, he just would enter his email and password. So jenna@gmail.com, because she already registered, she entered ABC12345 ABC, and boom, login. You have to take us in the second page and he show us this is user UID. That means yes. So what else? What if I just want to just make sure from the login new user? So let's try it and see if everything went according to what we expect. So if someone want a new user, so let me suppose Rana or whatever, Rana@gmail.com, and the password same Jenna password, and she could select image, but now the image will not be uploaded unless the person will click here on register. So when you click register, it will take some time. Then Rana registered, her image is saved, and everything is cool. Let me make sure from these things. So going to the database, seeing if there is node for Rana, should be here, Rami, this is her images. So if I go here to the image hosting, I have to have the image. So now I think everything sounds cool, everything's secured, we don't have any problem, all the images is uploaded. So yeah, yes. I think this was V, the last one we uploaded. So yes, here is it. So now everything sounds cool for register part. So here we done. Thank you for watching. See you next. Hey again. Let's get start implement the posting and the load post type part. So to get started, I have to use table view. So let me look for here for table view. So here you go. This is the table view, and I will add it in the second view, which is this one. My idea is this table view to show all the posts and everything. So I just make sure to pin it to in the elder parts to 0. So I to show full screen. Also, this table view have number of rows. So first of all, let me just start with the first row, which have the post part. But before do everything, make sure this is my table view. Change the background for it to this color, which is what is this color mean. Other should be the color should be D4, D3, D3. Okay, which is this color, and here you go. And same thing for this one. Make sure to change all these background to that color. So this view also that color. So make sure. Then what I need to do? I need to do the post part. So what you need in post? You need text field to add the text, but this multi-line text field. But before I added this one, I need to have a view. So the view would show up to show my layout nicer. So this is the view. Okay. And this view have a number of things. One of these, which is text field, to show our multi-line text field, so people could write post, which is this one. So make sure remove everything from it. And I need to have 2 buttons. So one of them to post, and one of them I could use it. People could posting. So make sure do it in this way. So this one. And there is another button, which is this one. Okay, this one should be for post, and this one should be for attach. One person attach. Okay, so look fine, but I would suppose the post part first character should be capital, and attach, if you want first character, make it as a capital, so everything sounds cool. So pin everything. So this view should be pinned from the all side with a specific amount that you want. If you just make it 8, so it will be clear from all side 8. And this one should be pinned to the also to the 4 parts or 3 parts, which is this one, and this one need to be pinned from this side and this side, and make sure the width and height will be equal. And this one also need to be pinned from this side and this side, and make sure width, height and equal. And this one make sure the width and the height will be fixed, so you will not have any problem in that design. So yes, this is very basic posting picture. So just for now, let you just change the color, background color for this one. For example, change it to this color, and change the hint to white for posting, and this one change it to this color again, and change the color font color white, and that one to this, so it show up like normal things. This one I will change the color for it to the gray, so people could understand that, hey, this is playground for writing, which is too much this color. To select this color, maybe it sounds good. So now what I want to do, I just connect this one to the table view cell. So add new, I would define a new cocos, and you say it should be UI table view cell, which is this one. So I name table view cell, add post. So then create this one, add post, then here you go. Now I would just go here and say, hey, this ticket, which is this one sealed, just go here to the details and connect it with that file. Now just make everything ready, just change it to this way and make sure to hide this part, so you would be able to hide that part, so you'd able to connect the UI and change it from here to table view cell posting, and say, hey, I have number of things I need to connect them. I need to connect this one first of all, should be txt post text, okay, which is image normal text, and this one button should be bu post, should be action, and this one should be what? Should be attach image, so should be bu attach image, also should be action. Make sure just everything is connected well, so you will not have any problem. So this one is connected, I don't have any problem now in this part. So going back with the part for showing here the post. So to show the post, you know that I have to have a class that represent the post. So add a new file. This file should be ns object, and this one should have posts. Name it post. So this post, we'll just save it, and let me try to create the post file. So what do you think in the post you need to have as a post? As a post, we need to have some information. I need to have number of these information. So if I just click here to make sure what I need to have. So I have post text, like whatever the text I have in the post should be string and not null. I need to have also the user UID, which is also string, and I also need to have post date, so post date, which is also a string for now, and I need to know the image path, so variable I need post image, so if the post have any image should be also a string, and make sure I have initialize function, which is take all this input, so it will take this one, this post, and it will take this one, user UID, it should take post date, it should take all other information that I have it, so image post and all these. So this has input, so make sure self dot this one equal this one, then self dot username equal username, self dot post date, which is self. It is just constructor, so you will implement everything, so all these methods, so self dot post image equal post image, so just make sure everything is cool. So this is all the information I need them in the post. So what I need to do now, hey, let me just go here to this UI, and I have this table of view. I just connected with the code for that table of view. So going back here, I could change it to the table view posting, and I say, hey, this one should be as a table of view here. Okay, so I say table view list posts. Okay, so to connect as outlet. So now, boom, I'm done from this part. So just go to table view posts, table view controller for posting. Yes, I'm done. So what I need, first of all, let me just define array variable, which is list of posts. This list of posts should be array of posts. Okay, and when the application gets started, I just say, okay, this array of posts dot append one element should be post, and this post information about the post, just open. I didn't save that file, so let me just save it and just go back here and say, hey, post open a bracket, he give me all this information. So I will not add anything in the text, I will not add anything in the post date, because this is just ticket for showing that part, and I don't need anything here. In the user UID, I will use this sign, which is to represent the UID, because there is no user have this UID. So whenever I get this one in table view, I will display as add. Then other else I will shout normal ticket. So yes, this is what I have. So I need now to work around the table view list. So to work with table view list, I need to have UI table view delegate. I need UI table view data source. Then here we go. I say, hey, table view list dot delegate should be equal to delegate to self, and this one dot data source should be equal to data source the self. Okay, now what the method, there is number of methods I need to implement them. One of them is number of section, so I will return one because I suppose I have one section only. The second function I need to implement it should be number of component in the section, so number of row in section. I will return these rows, so list of post. So I say return the list of post dot count this way. So in the last important part that I'm really interested in, to show the number, to show the rows in the table, so people could see, hey, this is a table view cell, so he could load it with the image. So how I do that is just the events for post. Hopefully I just forget the name. It is named cell for row at. So I say, hey, cell for row at, which is this method. So you know that he needs number of things. First of all, let me say, hey, let the cell add equal table view dot deque with identification. Take two things. First thing, the ID, which is I don't know yet, and index path, and all these should be casted to the table view cell add. And what's the identification? The identification should be getted from the cell table view cell. If you didn't give it the cell, this one table of add post should be this the row. So if you go here to the identification, you give a cell, so you give a cell add post, you give it this name. Okay, here you go. Then go to the code, which is a view controller posting, and say here, so this one, you give it this one. I will go back to that part. Now table view cell posting, I don't have anything to show, just say, hey, return that cell ID. So now I just use this part. Later on we will start working around this one. That's what's the problem. Table view delegate, why he showing error? He shouldn't show table view data source UI table view delegate, UI table view which is this one should be delegate, so you would not have any problem. So this one will return all the time same one, but what I need to define let post or single post will be equal whatever person select from this one. You say, hey, equal this one row or index path dot row, and say, hey, if the post equal to this, the post dot the user UID, okay, equal to this name, that means show this ticket, otherwise show other ticket. But for now I don't have other tickets to show, so let me just hold this one off and I will add them later on when I will use them. So for just a click to make sure everything sounds cool, and he just showed me that ticket without any problem, so I could go next and try to implement the part for adding. So let me just wait and see what is going on. So you know, first part you need to do login. So let me say, hey, Jenna at gmail.com, and I say ABC 1 2 3 4 5 ABC, then bam, hopefully he will take me to that ticket. So yes, he showed me that ticket, but I still having some problem in the layout design, so we'll fix it soon. So what I have here, I have this one, so and have some problems in the code. So if I just click here and say, hey, add missing constraint, will he fix it to me? So hopefully he will fix this UI to me. If not, we will try to fix it more. So just hopefully, just by clicking that part, I say Jenna at gmail.com, I say here ABC 1 2 3 4 5 ABC, bam Yes, he fixed that part just by adding that one, so I could pause and that is. So let's go to the next video and continue build the application. Hey again, let's start implement the posting part. The posting part not something complex. I just take whatever he add here, I can click post or click attach. We already did this part before, so we don't have to think a lot about this one. So I will go to the table view cell, and I just import here the Firebase, so I would able to use it. So what I need more here to use, I need for sure to use the reference. So var ref will be equal to the Firebase database, so FAR database, which is database references dot init, so initialize, and make sure this references should be like when the application gets started, it get initialized. So how I do that, I don't have any proof that the application gets started here, so let me see if I could do say here ref equal the initialize for this one, so FAR Firebase I cannot do it here, so let me do it here in the part of posting, like when you click post. So when you click post, first of all, this reference will be initialized to what? To FAR database, not references, FAR database. Okay, FAR database dot references. Then I could do post. So what do you think if you click on post, what you need to do? Okay, we need to do a child. We add a child, which is name it posts, so which hold all the posts for the users, and this child will have, let me just start first simple by adding set value for whatever we have. So what do you think that the information I need to pass it to this one for this function when someone click on the button add? First of all, I need to pass the, just let me just create array, so I say var post msg should be array, dictionary array, have all the information about what I want to do to post to the server. So you know the information we need to post to the server. First information, I need to pass the user UID. Should say, hey, the user UID in this way will be equal whatever user UID we have it here. So just make sure do it in this way and say, hey, whatever the user UID that pass it to this page. Okay, this page doesn't have any information about user UID, unfortunately. So you say, okay, var user UID, we will pass it in second, UID, whatever the user UID we have it, should be suturing and should be assigned to null, so whatever user UID we have here. And the second information I need to pass it, I need to pass the text of the post, so whatever text you have in the post, just say whatever person add here, whatever the text here dot text, just pass it as a text of the post. The third parameter I would added the image path, which I don't know until now. So for now I would just say, okay, image path, I will define this image path, which is also here, define it image path, which doesn't have anything for now, so just pass it. So make sure it is in this way. And the fourth parameter, the data for the post, or the post date. So from where I could bring the post date? You cannot take the phone date, because every phone have different date. You have to get server date. So to get server date, you say just far server value dot time stamp. So this one will bring the server data time and add it here. Then you have everything. Say, hey, post, and bam, you will be done for this part. So this how we do the post part. So I don't know what's the error here, so let me fix it. So yes, all this completely need to be converted. So when I just set post and say, hey, this one should be changed to suturing and any, okay, because you need just convert it so people could use it. So here, set the post, send it, and bam, that is. I don't have any information now about the image, attached image, but we know how we do attach image. So If I just try to snap the code that I have it for attach image from other page, you could see it. But let me just do this one for instance, like we don't have any initial value for these two things. So let me just show you, then we will add the attach image and other stuff. So make sure this one work, then we will go forward with the next part for the application. So this should be the post, the Firebase, and this should be the emulator. So should Jenna at gmail.com should have this password 12345 ABC login. So you would see this page, so she could pass, say hey all, good app, then she click post. So when she click, hopefully bam bam bam, I have some problem here in the posting. If you see what's the problem, the problem is say hey find null while wrapping optional value, because these having null expected for the user UID and the image path, because both of them may be null. So this image path we have to say by default the image path with not null. By default the image path should be no image by default, and this user UID have to be passed from that app. So when someone call this post, that's instance from cell, he have to pass me the user ID. Say hey dot user UID, he have to pass me whatever he have here, self dot user UID. So just making sure we don't have any null value for these two properties. So what he do here, he say this one, hopefully image path, yeah, image path, because I use this part is not optional anymore. So yes, you don't accept to pass null to the database. So just fix that part and bam, go to the next. So yes, let me see what we did so far. So I say Jenna at gmail.com. Too many logins, 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, bam, login, get this page. I say hey all, I like the app. Okay, then at post, he show the post. If you see, he just show me this post, which is this one. Hi all, I like the app. So hi all, I like the app. He add the Jenna, the post date, no image, the Jenna user UID. If you say where you go, for example, we're going to vacation, whatever. If I just click, I will have a problem. Now he will update the node, but I don't want to update the node. I need every people add a new post. So to fix this part, I could fix it really easy. If I just go to the code part, which is that I have it here, and I say hey, here I'm adding the post, and because the post is still same, so he will not change anything in that part. So to fix that part, I will do it in this way. Instead setting the value for the post, I will push something related to the child. I say dot child by auto ID. So every time he will create a new node with different ID, so to avoid that problem. So every time he will create a new node with different ID. So I will try to avoid that process again. So whenever he add a new node, he add different ID for that new node. So you will not have any problem for that. So, and you will see it in seconds. So while he's loading, I will just remove this node because I don't want to follow that pattern. And hopefully I just complete the load. Bam, he just said, why he give me this error? Why he give me this error? Child by auto ID. I shouldn't have this one. So what is going on? So okay, sound to me, maybe I just added this space and he just complained about that space. Yes, it was the problem about the spacing, not a big deal. So now when I add posts, you have to add for everyone different posts. So Jenna add then whatever login. So this person is login. Hi nice app. Okay, then post. he create a new node with this UID, with this information, because this one auto UID create this node for me. Then example, another thing, go to vacation. When I click post, he will create a new node totally different, and he add this information. So anyone will post, he will create a new node for him, add this information for him, and continue adding these nodes. So yes, I almost done from this part, just one part missing for attach image. So wait a second. So attach image, first of all, after I post everything, should be the image path should be set it back to the null, to the no image. But I want to enable this one. People could attach image. You remember in the view control how we was working around this part. So first of all, we need to import these two libraries. Okay, take them and go back here and say, hey, these two libraries need to be implemented. Then, well, the second thing, if I just go to the here, I see we have this instance for picker view. So okay, you could go here and say, hey, picker view, this is the instance from that picker view, and what I want to do is this. Just go here to the application view and allow to the user to set these picker view to default, set to delegate, so people could listen. So just click on the TV ad post, and wherever the image here is it, so just UID find delegate, start listening, and now just continue what he did in the posting. So when someone want to do upload image, or select image from the phone, first of all I need this method to select image, so just add it. So BAO attach select image. This one will return for us events. So this event need to be implemented, which is this event. We will have the image finally. So I just go here and add that methods. So we will need to do some work around this one. And also, final thing, I need the method for upload image to the server. If you remember, we already created this method to upload image in the server, and he will give us the user image path. Okay, we will update in a second. So this is the third one I needed. So don't here added here, so people could see what we did. So first of all, people could click here and see unresolvable present. So you could say self dot. Hopefully this one will work. If doesn't, I will try to send another one. So here I have the image. The image, I will send it to this method, will be responsible. So I say this method will get image, will be part from UI image. Okay, and just say, hey, this one you take image, will be part from this image. I send it, so this one not needed. So what this one will do, which is take this one off, you're just getting the image, try to upload it, but I will not upload the image to the same folder for user images. So I say update it for your user post. So make sure to create this folder in the server side. So just go to here and just say, hey, I want to create a new folder, which is add, and name it user posts. So it will have all the posts for the users. And going back to the application, and finally when I'm saving, when he uploads the images, I don't care about this part. I don't think I'm caring about this part. I need just image path. So image path now, I don't need to do it in this way. If you see here, I have the image path, so you don't need to define it late here, just have it as image path because it's already been public, so you could use it, and bam, you're done here. Not too many things to do. So you say image path, image name. What's the error here? To fix it, you say the variable usage within its own init value. So you say self, maybe, then image path, yes, get different name. They may have problem, just change the name, should be self, and that is, you just load it and upload it to the server. So what I want to do, first of all, he will select the image. He want to upload this image to the server. When he upload that image, he pick it uploaded. I have the path, so when he posts, I could do post. I think here I have a small error, which is he don't know to which activity he have to post. So it's better for me just, if it's work, I say I will define main. I would name it will be a view controller for posting, and say, hey, view controller posting dot present. Hopefully this one will work on that function, and that is like, yes, hopefully this one will work with the view controller posting, and this one will get initialized. So I want to make this function work. So this main should supposed to maybe null, but it should get the data from this one, from view controller posting. So I say CLID dot main should take the self, whatever he have in the self should be passed to the main, and the main show it here to just avoid. Hopefully this one will work. Yes, it will work. So now if we just try to run it and see if I able to load image, select it, and after I select the image I could add some post with it, and if I don't add image he will consider it post without image, and boom, that is what I want to share here. So would use jenna@gmail.com, and the password of okay, here you go, here is it. So first of all, this is my database. So I see I just have 2 posts with no image. So if I just try to select cool place, then I just select attach, you have to show me the phone images. So I could select images from the phone, select this one for example. It will take some time until he will be able to upload this image. So you have to do something like loading or whatever, but I don't have any loading for now. So I could make sure by going there, then I just click post, he just post that image. So I just click here, you will see he just upload the image in this part. You have here place and everything. So now I have the image and everything about the post. So if I just go here, user posts, so you will see this is the image, and now everything sounds cool for post. So people now could post. So here we done. Thanks for watching and see you next. Hey again, let's start implement the post, but showing the post without image only. So what I need to have table view cell. So make sure I have table view, another table view cell, just add it here. Okay, that is. And what I want to show in this table view cell, I want to show view. So it show me the image or the place that I want to work in. So show me in this size. I will not show it bigger than. So this one should be as a background, which is that background that I have it. No, that one should be D4, whatever. And this is the one. And I make sure this cell should goes less. And I have to show here the text view, not text view, text field. And boom, show here whatever you have as a post. So this cell need also to be pinned. So first of all, I have this view. So to pin this view, the process is not complex. So pin it from all the places, and make sure fix width, fix height. No, yes, fix width, fix height. And this one should be also pinned from all the places, and make sure fix height, fix width, so he will not change the size of it. So boom, you're done for this one. So just showing the post. So the post size will be in this way. If you don't like the width to be like fixed, so the width, I don't think seeing the width as fixed will be good, because maybe he have more than one line, maybe have one line. But for now, let you just do it in this way. If you think, yes, you say, okay, the fixed width will fixed height is not good, so just take it off. So you don't have, which is text view constraint. You see it is this is the text view. So if you just go here, you will see some properties. I have them. One of the properties, which is with height equal, just remove it. I don't think that equal will be good option here. So adding a new file should be table view cell. So you table UI table view cell. So I name it table view cell post without image. So post without image. So boom, And when I say hey, let me just connect that part. So remove that one, remove this one. Okay, so post without image. So first of all, need to show up this one and show this post without image here. So VL, and say hey, this one need to be connected with this cell, which is this cell, which is for past table. So make sure this one just here, and just say hey, this one post without image. So what do you think the post without image you need to have? You need to have just this one is connected. So yes, so just set it, say txt post text. Okay, and you have a function for set text. You say hey, I have function for func for set text. We'll get only the post text. We don't get a lot of information, which is part from string. And say hey, this one need to be set to what? To this one dot text, not dot tag dot text. Dot text, whatever. I don't know why. Oh, I just connect with the UI view while I need this one text view. So this one need to connect it. So this one should be just cancel, and just cancel this part. So some error, some issues we will have in the view. I have to go back here and say hey, in the connect, I don't have any connect with anyone. Make sure you don't have any connect, so remove it, this view. Okay, I have this image to be connected, so name it txt post text and text field, so which is UI image text. So now it have text properties, we set it to the post text. Make sure everything is cool. So now I have this cell ready. One thing missing, I just give a specific ID here by going to the part of going to this part and give it the identification. I say cell without post. Okay, and boom, you're done. So just save it and go show it here. So to show post without text, so without text, you have this table view. Now I want to enable this one. I say hey, else, else, you say if the post whatever have, now just show it else only, so you will not have error. Then we will do it else whatever have. So you say we have this option. So cell, now cell without image. What will take? This will take this UID as the image and have to take table view cell for the cell table view cell for without post without images. So now this one should be setted hey dot set text. I send them the text, whatever text you have here. So I say hey dot text post text, and that is then also return this one to the user. Say hey, return cell without image. So also this is second part for the image. You know this one have to have a specific addition, like you have to say in this way. You have to say else if the post dot what dot image name equal this one, which is what, which one? If you just go to the post, add post will be equal to this one. If it's equal to this one, that means he doesn't have images. So we will fix this part later on, but for now we will use this one, and this one will be updated later on. So yes, make sure now everything is cool, and I think we don't have any problem to show the post. So now the post should be showed if there is any post being there. But now we missed one important part, loading the messages from the Firebase. Okay, let me define function. I name it load post from Firebase. He will load the post from the Firebase. This one should be called automatically whenever the application gets started. So he will be able to load them from the Firebase. So how I load the post from the Firebase? If you look here for the database, you would see name it post, and I could listen to all these nodes in the post. So to do that, I say okay, hopefully I have here something access to the post. I don't have. So what I will do, I do this. If you remember here, I did this one for the Firebase reference. Okay, just copy it and add it here. And also I want to have the initialize for this bar, so going here, you see here I did initialize for it. Okay, take it and add it here in the post. After you load it, just initialize it whatever you would like. Then I could use self.reference here now in my code. So okay, I'm saying, hey, self.reference dot child, I want to listen for the child dot the child, hopefully dot bum. He showed me error. Why? Okay, because I need her to import Firebase. Okay, so bum, he should be good now. So Firebase dot reference dot child, I want to listen to the child. Which child? This one, you know, name it post, that have all the information about the post. So I say, hey, I want you to listen for this child for any changes happen in this child. So any change happens, so I say, hey, I want you to observe. Okay, and observe take two things, take I will do it in this way. Give it observe dot value here, and I said here with whatever the action that I want to do. So the action will be open bracket, close bracket. I say snapshot in. So the snapshot will have the information in the server. So this function will be called automatically whenever any change happen in the post. Whenever anyone add a new post, this function will fire automatically because you're just listening to that node. So I'm listening to the node name it post. So now what I want to do in this in my work, first of all, let me just self dot list of posts, just me dot say remove all. So remove everything from remove all. So remove all the posts. Make sure first thing I just add this add post, so I will not have a problem. So always I have it as a first element. Okay, second thing, I need to get all the posts. If you look here, you will see every post will be present from key and value. The value have number of things, so I need to read these as key and value. So make sure this one should be self because you want to access something outside. So how I do this process for reading all these nodes? So I say, okay, let if let snapshot will be equal to snapshot dot children. So all the children oops, children, hey children, hopefully you work. Oops, okay, wait. So you have to say, hey, for every element you have it, for every snap in snapshot. So this, for every snap you have it here in this one, I want you to do loop on this one, on these. So for every element you have it, hey, wait a second, I think again I have error. So I have to say in this way. I say if let snapshot will be equal to snap, which is this one, snapshot, whatever he have here. So I say snapshot dot children. Yes, I have to do from first file. So all the objects, that I'm listening in. So if I'm listening on the post, hey, I need all the object under post. You bring me all these objects under post. So I bring them to me. So all the objects, I need to get them as the fire data FAR data snap. So I need all these data. I have them here as Firebase data snap. So I just, after I get them, I just do some work around these snapshots. So I'm just getting all these objects. So I do for loop, say, hey, for snap in the snapshot. So all the images I have, all the objects that I have them, he will bring me this object. I say, hey, let. So I say, hey, if let, what he's saying, hey, there is error, you have it here because this one need to be signed in this way. I say, hey, if let, the post or single post, I want to read it, but should be as a dictionary. So single post will be equal whatever you have the snap dot value, whatever the value you have it as, change it as the dictionary. So I say as string and any, and why I will tell you in a second. Any. Okay, I'm saying here, first of all, this one will bring the snapshot, will bring all the object I have them here as a key and value. The key will be this one, this is the value, this key, this value, because I'm listening to the post key value. I need to get all these values for every node. So what I will do, I did in this way, I say, hey, bring me the value you have it for every node as a string, and the value should be the key string, and the value should be any data type, maybe integer, character, string, whatever. Then okay, I have these, I just need to push them here in this one. If I have them, just push them. So how I do push them? So this is what we name it, like getting information. So to set this to set the image, I would do this way, because it is function, so it have number of things. So for example, the post, so let me suppose variable for the post support initial value for it as a string. So I need to get the post from here. I say, hey, if let the post text for the Firebase for f should be equal whatever I have here in the post dictionary. For what? For the key name it post, whatever for the key name it post, which is, if you just go back, this is the text I have it. So whatever that text I have it, but this one maybe and maybe not, so I need just change it to string, so I would able to read it and take it off. So now say, hey, this post text will be equal post text dot f. Okay, so now I could pass it here as a text. I will do same process for user ID and all other things. So this is for user ID, this post date, and this post image. So let me start part by part. I have, so this one for sure should be nullable expected. So user UID, so just define here for pom pom. I need to repeat these things here, just separate them. Okay, so avoid any error. So I need user UID. So first of all, define your user UID. I suppose user UID f will be equal whatever user UID you have it in the database. Then here is it. Well, the user UID I have in the dictionary should be this cell. So make sure you copy same name. So and here is this. So this is the user ID. Change it with this one. Boom, you're done. So what's more, I should take a post date. So I say, hey, post date should be this one, and post date for this, here is it, should be this one, and here I am, post date, and post date should be added here. So but this one should be post date. So to read the post date from here should be this part. So take it over and add it here for this one, and boom, what should be fixed. And last part should be the image. I don't forget to add as optional, should be image. So let me just add it from beginning as optional, then post image, then this part will be this part. Hopefully it will be loading correctly. So this one should have the image path. So to get image path, which is this one from the nodes, so get it and set it here. So finally he will get everything, then post them, then he will continue. Then for sure when he done from loading all these for loop, when he continue done, I need to reload the table view. I say, hey, this is my for loop, which is this is for loop. When you done from all thing, hey, self dot table view, which is hopefully table view I have connect. I don't think I have connect to the table view. Do you think? So table view, list table view list post dot reload. So he will reload the new data dot reload data. Okay, it is better for me to order these data inside when I get them. So when I get them, I need these data to be ordered. So like according the UID or according the data added in the server. So there's many way you could say, hey, I need to order these data here according this one. You say, hey, I need to order by, like, I need a query order, query order, query order, query order, and give it by child. Which child I want to order according to? I want to order everything according the post date, because a new post will be next. So but you know, here he will bring you the new post will be added to the end. So let me just run it and see the data. So here you go, Jenna at gmail.com. I say and login. Bam. I have some errors here in loading these informations, because in some cases, okay, I have no image, no problem. I have null here in the post date. Why he wasn't able? Yeah, so the post date, he wasn't able to get the post date for some reasons. So post date should be this one. Why he wasn't able to get this part? Should be okay. So now I have a little bit issue with the post date. Post date should be as string, because I converted to string. He wasn't able to get it from there as string, so he showed me this error. So for now I would take the post date out, so we will fix it later on just without post date, and we will fix that part later on. Just I don't send the post date, because here I need to conversion could not be used as a string, so this post date need to be fixed. Or yes, so I said Jenna at gmail.com, and I say ABC234 ABC. Bam. You have to load all the images without having you have to load any post that have no image as a tag in it, or you have to load, I think you will load everything. He say username or password is not correct, Jenna at gmail.com. ABC1234 ABC. Oh, he say error, or username doesn't have password, Jenna at gmail.com. What's going on, man? Okay, let me say a new user, which is Rana. I say Rana 88 at gmail.com. Just create a new user, make sure it is working, give it password, register, so he will register a new user for us. So if you see here, he just load everyone, all the data, he loads them from the database. So yes, here we done. Thank you for watching, and see you next. Hey again, what I want to show now, I want to show the posts that have images. So first of all, let me just go here and try to start working. But before showing images, if you see this one, always showing same size. This reason, because you know I have this content view, I added this view and I set it the height for this view, which fixes. So that is mean the button height will never be no one could change the height of this object. So if I just say height 1, which is 104, so it will continue 104, which make a problem, so just remove the height. So what I need more to have, I need to have a table view to hold table view cell to hold the new cell, which is bam, this is my new cell. Suppose I would start with background, nothing, bam, which is that background, unfortunately. So and I have this one have to have a view, okay, a view which is going back down. Here is it, this is my view, and bam. So in this view, I suppose this one should be bigger because it should show image. So we show two things. We show first of all text and image, so a person could add text and add image at the same time. So let me just move this. he maybe uses him in this way, and he could add image also. Is that right? Yes, image view. He may add image here. So setting the image here to any image that we have it to make sure it's working. So whatever person image, for example, not highlighting this one, should be set it up. So any image that you would like, not fit to scale, fit to aspect to show you the image. Now yes, this one need to be set it up. Say hey, I need this one to be set it up from all the places. I want to be fixed height. I don't care about the width. This one should be same, but should be fixed from other place. I don't want it to be fixed height, don't want it to be fixed width. But this one I want it to be pinned from this side, this side, this side. I want it to be fixed height, fixed width, so I will not have any issue with image with big size. So still holding everything same. So now because I grade this cell, I need to have view controller for it. Say hey, create UI table view. I say table view cell, which should be post with text, which have the text. Yes, seconds, and I grade this one. Again, same process. You say hey, this is post with text. This one should be connected with it, which is this cell. So this cell, which is the third one, hopefully, should be go here. We should go here and say, hey, this one should be post with text. Post without, yes, post with text should be. This is the new one, I think. I just rename it. It should be post with image, but I give it the wrong name. I said post with text. So post with image for this one should be connected with post with text. So where is it? Post image, post with text, which is this one, and say hey, this one need to show up the txt post text, and this one need to show me image. So I need them image view post image. Okay, and bam, this is what I need to have, and I need to do set for these. So you say here function set text should take information as a post, so post information should be as a post instance, because I need to set more than one things. So to set the post, this one you say okay, dot text will be equal to post whatever the text you have it here. Okay, also I need to have txt the setting image. Setting image is not something easy like just do it bam and you're done. I just have the URL for the image, so I have to build a method for setting image function. I say hey, function set image, and this function take the URL as string and try to process it for us. So whatever image I want to set, I say hey, I want you to send this image. I want to set whatever the post URL we have it. Say hey, post dot image post image, whatever you have it here, so he will get it. So whatever the image you have it here, please send it to this method, and this method so will be able to process this image. So the process for reading images is a little bit like have number of lines. So first of all, you have to define where is the storage place. You say okay, storage reference. You understand how to define storage reference, which is the fire storage. I cannot do that because I need to import Firebase from the top. Say hey, import Firebase. So I say hey, I need to use fire storage, far storage, fr storage dot the references. So references for the URL. So whatever the URL we have it, you know the URL, you know my URL that I'm using it. So which is, let me just take this one here. The URL for the image will be, for the posting will be this one for the storage, you know it. Okay, I say hey, this is my URL, so he will understand from where he have to bring the data or bring the image. The second thing I say hey, let like for example post reference or post image reference, this will be equal to the storage reference dot ref dot child. I need you to get me this child in this URL. So whatever the child in that new. So first I give the repository name. I say, hey, I want to read from this repository. Then I say, hey, I need this child in this repository, which is user post, whatever they set it up. Then when you set it up, just you say, hey, post image reference dot data, and it take number of things with max and something else. So with max, how many? So you could say 8, like the size that you wanted, 1 to 124 by 1024. This is the size of the picture, how you want to get it. You could increase it or decrease it. So when he complete, when he bring you the data, what you want to do? Let me just take this part off and say, hey, when he with data, we will do this, and I will work here, do this. So if he bring the data, I want to check first of all. So it have two things. I have data, may he bring me, and may he bring me error. So then I start write my code. So in this way, okay. So if there is error, saying there is error, cannot load the image. So else, so I say, hey, if let there is error will be equal to error, which is the error I have it, which is this error. If you have any error, that means I print, for example, cannot load image, and else that means there is image, he could load it. So I just say show the img view. I say, hey, self dot img view post dot image. Then this I want it to be loaded from UI image for the data, because I'm loading from the data now. So what the data I have it in the data, this one, whatever he have here in the data. So yes, I think now everything sounds cool. Now he will able to load everything. So now just let me go to the last part to set image and pass, and we should be fine to start working on it. So going here to add posts. So okay, list post, we said, hey, this one of the cases that we may have this one, which is this case, else if, then else should be the last case, which is for the showing that image. So let me just copy this part and paste it here and say, hey, what the one that I'm looking for. Okay, let me just go to the storyboard. I have this post image, this one. I say cell with image. Okay, give it view identification. Now I just go to the code post list. I say, hey, if there is any cell with the image, bring it to me. Should be this one, cell with image. So it should be part TV post with text. I don't know why I name it post with text by wrong way. Then should say, hey, this one dot set text. I said in the post, whatever I have the post here, whatever the post here, just send it the post for them. Then return, and bam, you will be done. You'll be all set. So now let me run and see if you will be able to load the images for us or not. So let me see and test. So logging, so jenna@gmail.com. Okay, the password, hopefully this time is correct. I didn't do any mistake. Yes. So look here, see, the one who has image, he will show you the image. The one who doesn't, he just show you the text only ticket. So now, yes, we did a good job, and now our application working fine without any problem. If someone want to say, hey, cool place to go, and pam, he post, just click post. Where is it? Did he load it? Yeah, here he added directly in the end. Why he added in the end? Because we are doing ordering for these things. If you don't want to do ordering, he will not add them in the end. He will doing, or you could do reverse order, so he will add them here on the top. So I said nice game, for example. I say nice game, and you just add attach image from the phone. You make sure like it's working fine. So whatever. Then you say nice game attach. Then he have to included this one here. But you see, he wasn't able to show you the post. If you see, this one is gone. The text is not showing up. So this is because we need to do fix. So I say, hey, please fix whatever, add missing constraints. So hopefully he will show us the correct one. So yes, this is really basic application that we did it for loading posts, doing everything that we want to do. So yes, so let me make sure everything going fine before go to the next. So I will suppose here I have jenna@gmail.com, the password abc12345 abc. I was entering wrong the first time. So cool place, this is Pokemon, he show you everything. Hey again, what I did until now sounds so amazing. So now people could do post, the post could have image or not, and have the post date, who did the post, the text of the post, and the person who did the post. And here I have another note for users and users ID. But you will see here what you're seeing here now, only the image and the text. We need to see the picture of the person who did the post and the name of him. So how I could do that? Okay, let me take a very basic example, which is this post. Not this one. This one have an image. So this post have image, have text, have this thing. Have the user who did the post. If you just search for the user who did the post, you will see nude. Nude name it with that user in the folder name it users. And this nude have an image path and have full name path. So using user ID, I could get the image for the person and the full name of the person by calling users for the child nude ID. Then inside I could see these both. So let me first just start to change this UI to make it match the new design. So first of all, let me just click on this one and try to remove all the constraints. So I say clear constraint, so no constraint anymore. So what I need to do, I just need to take this one a little bit down, and I need to add image view to show the person image. So adding it here. If this sounds for you big, just make it smaller, and boom, from the images, let me suppose person image will be, I think, not here in highlight, here in the image should be each person image will be better. Yes. So adding it here or here, adding it in any place that you'd believe that match. So here I add, for example, the person image, and also I need the label to show the name of that person, so beside the image. So showing it in this way will be cool, I think. So the text in this side, and make sure, I love to do it in this way, change it to bold, which is sound the person image, and just reduce the size so look like real person image, not just joke. So show it in this way, and I would believe showing the data time in this side will be also good. So here is it. Okay, so here is good for me. So this one is done from this place. I could share it until this part, and boom, I'm done. So this one could see the text from this side, and you could reduce the font size so you would see the people could see in the top level the data time or the date for the post. Sound cool for now. So I have all these informations. I'm done. I would copy these things to the second one. So I say Control C, and I try to move this one down. Hopefully I don't have any constraint for now. Yes, I don't. So just paste them and add them here, or in any place that you would believe, in the way that you would believe they are right, in the right place. So yes, I think here they are. They sound good. So now this image view could go down, and could be in. I just reduce the size if you want. If you want to say, hey, no, this one should have an image, this cell, so this cell should be bigger than the normal. So you could change the view also. and you could change this image size if you want to. So I believe changing the image will be more professional for us at least. So yes, this is all what I would have. Just make it more professional, showing the text in this way and showing the text in this way, so a little bit after the name, so it be more professional. So yes, so this is what just text, like just testing text, not real text. So just let me remove whatever I have too much, and bam, I would suppose keeping only the text. So don't go outside the design area, so you will not have any problem issue, UI problem issue. So yes, this is the new design. So this should be name, for example, name, and this should have a date. Okay, the show a date, okay, the show the name for the person. So make sure this one also the name, not name in small. Okay, so name, image, all this information, just these things need to be pinned. So now this one I think also needs some changes. So it looked like that size was too much bigger, so changing it in this way I hope will work. So also this if you see, this one need to be a little bit going down, and the cell also, if you see it, and bam, I'm done. What about the second cell? The second cell also goes too much, so you could reduce it. So now I think everything for me sounds cool, unless I just want to do some pin. So first of all, this one, the view need to be pinned. So from where I could pin from all the places with 8, so 8, 8, 8, 8, and I will not do anything for the how much to be the size of it, because I don't need to affect on it, because I need to be extended depend on this size of this one. This one should be pinned for with the top one, which is with the view one. So must be top vertical, top horizontal, add these, hopefully pin it from both, and hopefully I have it in the way that I wanted. And also it is better for me to fix the width and height for this one, so it will always be the same width and height. Okay, let me just add some of these in the constraints, so make sure everything is cool. What about this one? This one, it need to be pinned from this side and this side, and will be same, like the width and height be fixed. And this one need to be pinned from both and this side, so just make sure and save a place. So this all what I need to add for this one to keep it shown the way that I want it to be. And what about the second one? Okay, same thing. So I have here a view, which is this image view. So make sure first of all this view to be pinned from other places, and make sure add, then bam, let you just pin image to be pinned from this side and this side. So and the image should be fit to scale. Okay, fit to scale will be better for me. And let me fix the width and height, so the width and height not changed, and I pinned it from this side and this side. Cool. What about the second one, which is this one? Also I need to be pinned from this side and this side. Top and left will be better for me, so it be pinned from both. I don't care from this way. What about this one? This one I need to be pinned from this side and this side, so always to be in this place. I don't care about the width of it, so it sounds good to me in this way. So what about this one? This one should be pinned on the someone on top of it, so there should be control control Z to be pinned on this one as a vertical spacing, and add constraint just in the top. And also this one need to be pinned from this side and this side. I would not give it anything as a height, because I need to get the height from the device. So I mean like this one, when this one be fixed from all the size, this one also need to be fixed, so you will not have a problem for sure. So make sure this one also be fixed the height, not the width. I don't care about the width. So I'll fix the height so I will not have any problem. It will not go to extend outside the area. But if I do fix height, wait a second, just Control Z from that steps to Z. So if I fix the height, that means this height will have a specific amount. But this is not what I want to do. I want to be just full than that is. So if I just pin it from this top and this side, I don't know how it appear. We will fix it later if we saw any problem. Let me just fix this one, this way, from all these, and this one should be 8. Boom. There you go. This one should be pinned from this side and this side. Give it fix. Cool. What about this? Same thing. Pin it from this side, and boom. What about this one? Pin it from this side, boom. What's more, this one should be pinned from this one, vertical spacing. Okay, and need to be pinned from this side and this side. I don't say it will have a fixed width because height, I need to have a height will be equal to the normal size, so this one will be vertical, and make sure this image should be fixed width, fixed height, and yes, pin it from this side, and I will not pin it from the down. I did not pin it from the down because maybe we'll have a problem and we'll fix them in seconds if we have. So we may have a problems, but let me just run it and see if this one will work. If not, we'll try to add more constraint to make our layout like working with the new design. So but let's just let me make sure if everything is going on. Then at gmail.com and the password. Okay, login. He sent me to this way. Okay, this page. Okay, I still having issues with what? So let me just start step by step. This one need to be pinned from the down below, so you will not have any problem. So this one need to have a pin for this one, so he will not have any problem. And also this one need to be pinned from the down below, so he will not have problem. What about this one? This one also need to be pinned from the down below, so he will not go outside, and this one need to be pinned from down below, so he will not go outside. Hopefully now everything with the down below will be fixed and they will not go outside of the designing area. Just try to pin them from the down. Yes, hopefully now everything is somewhat cool, but let me see, maybe we have error and maybe we pass this problem. Okay, so just seconds. Yes, so now it's somewhat cool, but for this one it just show good now. It's fixed. This one is fixed. This image also is fixed, but see, this one is fixed completely. We don't need to do any update on it. But this one is not fixed. See, the name of the person is gone when someone have image, so this name have to be pinned, so we will not have any error, because this one is try to pin himself to the image, so he tried to push the image. So I try to remove it, that ping, and try to pin it as a top or central vertical container. So try, hopefully not that one. Control Z, connect it with this one, top space container. Pum, yes, okay, just connect it from the top. Also these buttons, I see both of them, they have small issues with what they have. This one I think we fixed it by make this button, this image is connected with the top, so it's gone. But here I have some errors, because these, I think these defined as a width, as a fixed width, but we define this one as pinned from the down and that one from the top. Okay, let's see about just if is everything fixed or not, so we could see if we could add the missing constraint, and if the missing constraint will fix this part for us. So wait a second and see. Okay, and login. Bum. Okay, this image is fixed now. Now I see everything cool here, but I think one thing is not fixed, which is this one. Now the button here showing inside this one. Wait, if I just click this one, I say and click on add missing constraint, will he fix everything for me? Let me see if he will be able to fix. I just click before a second. I click this one, then I click this one, then I click hey, add missing constraint. Let me see if the add missing constraint fix the problem for me. If he don't, I just do Control Z and I try to fix my problem by my hand, because sometimes add missing constraint will be more intelligent to fix this problem and make it easy for us without too many works to fix it. But also still, like, learning these things will be good. Yes, add missing constraint did not fix anything, still having that issue. So that issue is showing the button inside. Okay, showing the button inside this one. So that means this one have this line, which is I don't know why. Let me just remove it. This one have to be pinned from that side. Okay, fix with. If I just selected, see what I could do here on this one. If is this one text view, yes, text view, inspector. See, I have too many things like height. Okay, height, button, top, width. I don't care about the width, just let me remove it. I just care about the height. So this one have two of these, which is too much. Delete one of these. So this one will be pinned from this side. This side will have specific width, and this one be pinned from this one. This one pinned from this one. And this one need to be pinned to the top bottom container. Hopefully this time I fix it. If I don't, we need to again continue working around until we fix this problem. I don't know exactly who push who, so who make this a problem for us. Oh, A, B, C, 5. Okay, I think I just login correct. Okay, now I think everything is cool. So this is for posting. Someone want to post, click post, click attach. This is image, and everything now is cool for setting everything. Okay, I believe this one as the image, the color will not be good color for people to type text in. So I would suggest using this color. Maybe if it is not, look for another color like refer to writing text, so people know this is text. So now yes, post, attach. Now I think everything is cool to continue this application. So before I go next, just let me just connect these objects to the code. So what I need to do is this. Just let me remove that part. Let me remove this one. Bring this one here and boom, start part. I know what the name of this one, which is, if I just go to the menu wall, tweeters, I have a TVC add post. I don't care about the TV add post without image and with text. With text mean with image. So without image will be this one. We will mention this one without image. So I would take this one, will be image view, name it person, maybe image view person image. So it would have the person image, and this one should have a person name. So txt person name, and this one should be post date. So just add it, txt post date. It's just show the date of the post. Okay, doing same thing for this one, which is part from pom. Just go here, look for the file that I want to update, which is with text, which is this one. Okay, with text have this one image, which is this image. I say img view person image, and I have a name txt full user name, or the full name. You could give it anything you would like. And also I have the date of the post, so just connected, Control Z, this one, connected, txt post date, whatever. So now I think everything is connected. I could go ahead to the next video and try to show the data in these objects. So are we done? Thank you for watching, and see you next. Hey again, now we're done from design the UI. Let's get started to show the person image here and the name of it. So here is image, here is name. So how we do that? We know that every post will have information about the user UID. According to that user UID, I could go to this node and get this user image path and user full name. So how I could do that? Okay, let me show you. So if I just go to this one with text, which is this one, one of the information I've had in the post is user UID. So what I will do is this. Just going back to the, if you remember, for the post, we did this function for load the nodes or whatever, which is have all this information. So you wrote this function to just to listen on all the posts. So I will copy this function, okay, and I will go to the post with text here and try to add this function here. So you would see what I want to do in seconds. So I want to have a reference for the database to start input data in it and all this stuff. So this part is not needed. I have to import Firebase. Okay, I have it. I have to do that 2 steps for import the reference, variable reference. So just define it here, variable reference in it. So define it on the top of my work before I load it. And when I want to start work with it, I just initialize it in the same way that we did initialize it here, so we could use it. So just define it, then go back to the show with text, and here before start listening, self.post, and that is. So you could keep that self.post that you posted. Now we are listening on the node name it. What the name of node that you want to listen? I want to listen to the node name it users. Okay, cool. So just get the users. In the users, I don't want to do any query orders. I'm done. But in the users, I want to listen to another child inside that user, which is have the user UID. You know from where I could bring the user UID. I already have the user UID here. So let me suppose this one get user UID. User UID should be a string as a function and someone call it. And this user UID will be passed here. So that's mean if someone here, he want to call this function, which is suppose this one, after he set the image, he called this function to set the picture, he have to send what he have to send. He have to send post dot user UID. So when I get the user UID, for example, first image I have it here for Hussein posted, I get his user UID. After I get it, I will start listening to the user to that node. So if the post for this one, I will start listening to this node and try to get this information from that node. So how I get these informations? I don't need this list to remove or whatever. So as I said, we just do the users, and the users we user ID and pin it. So I don't do all this process. Let me just remove these parts, and this part also I don't need it. At least keep only 2 of these. So this is all the information that we have it. Now I will not look for the dictionary value. Okay, I will do what I will have here now. Finally, I will have this node, and this node by the end have 2 key and value. So really easy process. I said, hey, if let me just get a key. So say if post dot key, we have key. So this is the key as string this way. so I could process it. So that means there is a key. So okay, bring the key for me. Post key. Okay, so bring the key for me. So according the key, I could get. Wait a second. Wait. This snap will have a key and value. Is that right? Yes. So here I'm getting post key. I'm saying, hey, here you go. I will have two parts. So I will say this. I say if the key post key equal to what? To this one, which is username, hopefully this one, full name. That means you are looking for this key. If it's equal to this key, that means this key we are working on. So please bring the value for me, whatever the value have it, which is be full name in this way. Full name. So let full name will be equal to whatever you have it here in snap for that key. So whatever the key being here, whatever the key here. So I get the username. And same thing for the password. I say, hey, please not the password, full name. So what about image? Same thing. I just getting the image and say, hey, from that key, please bring the image if there is image here and save it in this variable. So by the end, when this one will run, hopefully he say it has ever snap. Hey, key. So I just get that key. Okay, I could do this way. Snap will be equal to snap dot value for sure, because the value also now should be a string. So if and this one same thing, just same process but different way. I'm saying, hey, if you first of all check the keys you have it. If you have a key, real key, which is a string, so please come here and start working here. So if the key equal full name, bring me the value that you had for that key. If the key equal the user image, bring that image. So now I have full name, I have image. So to set the full name, you know that username, here is it. So you say here, hey, you say self dot username text will be equal whatever the full name you have it. While the loading image is not something straightforward to do, you know that to load image we have number of process we have to do it, like setting image this way. You give it the URL and he will be responsible for set image. So this set post image. So let me do another one, which is set user image. So here you have to say mgview person image should be loaded from this one, and this one should be set person image. So here when it gets called, you have to pass it the person image. So on the old one, which is set post image, we could do it in this way. So and you could go and see from where this post image will call it, so you could recognize one from either. So now what we did, okay, when someone want to set the text, please bring me the user UID, listen for that user UID, get the information that you have, all the keys and value, bring username added here, bring password added here, and pom. I will add debug, just make sure if everything's went in the way that I wanted. So here he give me error about this one. No, what's the error here? He say fix this one. Okay, because he maybe have a value like that, so I try to avoid. Wait, yes, here this one need to be called outside, so self dot that function. Hopefully this time will be fixed. Yes, self will be fixed. So let me just make sure if he was able to load the image for person. See how it's easy. You just say, hey, when someone want to load the post, please go to that post and try to get the full name, get image from that node that you have it about the post. So yes, waiting seconds and see. Here is it, jenna@gmail.com. Hopefully we did fix the problem. So I click login. See. So now he just got here. That's cool. He just was start listening. Just go to the next. Oops. I don't have to add these things because I may have problem in this part. I have to just keep them loading image, and that is just run it without debug. See, he was able to load the picture for Jenna, name. So anyone has image, he will load the picture of the person and the name, which is amazing. So did you see how it's easy and straightforward? You just say, hey, when someone else said the post, please call these two functions, and these two functions will be responsible to do all that process for setting post image and all that things. So I will do same thing for the post without image. So what I have, the function I have them, which is this two function, which is until set. Oops, wait a second. I have set post image. So let me just copy this code from 36 until this one. Copy them. And I will go to without image. So here is the place without image. So now I'm setting without image, which is this one, set user image. I have user image, but I don't have post image. I don't need this one. So wait a second. So here I'm just setting the person image step by step. First of all, I need to import Firebase. Okay. Second thing, I need to UI image, a person image, IV person image. I don't have any problem in it. So also the person text post person name. Hopefully I just have the same text. He said there he said username. Here they say post name, still same, so I don't have any problem. Now what I need to do, I need just this function to be called from here, from set text. So set text now, instead of having post text, should have post part from post. Okay, and just develop it. So this one should have a post text dot text, and this one should have post text dot user UID. So make sure now when you save it, go back to the post listing, and the part who is responsible for loading the post, which is this one, he don't pass it in this way. So make sure this one should be post, and the post should be the complete object, complete post object, whatever the post you have here, all the posts, not part from it. So there you could process it. So hopefully now by running this one again, he will be able to see what's the error. Okay, hopefully something good, something straightforward. So yes, user image optional, just loading it, and it's not something too complex to do, very simple. So now when he load the post, then he'll go and load the information about the user. Did you see how he was able to load the information? We just say, hey, I know you are searching in that node, name it. You are listening on that user, which is this user. Let me wait a second and we will discuss this part. jenna@gmail.com. Then you say ABC 1 2 3 4 5 ABC login, bam. You have to see everything. So now you see name, image, because you have only Jenna doing posts. We don't have another person doing posts, so you would see it everything in this way. So yes, see, now everything is cool. So how he was able to read this thing, you know that we was listening for the users, the user ID. So we was listening for this node, complete this node. This node have key value. So what I did for loop. So getting the keys in the object. If there is a key, if the key is the full name, get the value. If the key is the username, get the value and set it, and bam, that is. So yes, this is all what we want to do here. So hopefully everything was cool and you understand everything. And there is one part missing, just showing the post date, and this should be your homework, which is really straightforward, just showing the date of the post there, and bam, you're done. So if I suppose I have Hussein Ahmed at gmail.com, gmail.com. Please make sure everything is cool. Whatever password I have it, I have Hussein here as a name. I try to pick a picture for this Hussein. Hopefully some picture we have. It is me. Register. So he will be able to register me. So he just load every post. So I say love this place. Okay, so attach picture, whatever. Let's suppose this picture, then you click. When you're done, just click post. It will take some time, then he will show you love this place on the down. So see, he show me that post. You know why he add everything in the end? Because in the order, I'm just ordering everything in the end. You know that here I did in the post TV posting, I just did some order to according the post. So whatever anything you added, he will add by child to the post. So if you want to do it like in different way, you could manage the from this part, like an increment or decrement, any way that you want to arrange them. But I add them according to the date, so he will add one after another. So here we done. Thank you for watching and see you next. Hey again, if you see the post that when I designed the cell, I designed this one in this size, this one in this size, and this one is this size. But by default, all the cells show in the same size, which make problem for me to show the information. So how to fix this? Okay, the process is really easy. If I just go here and say height for row at in the table view, and say I have three type of rows. If you remember here when you was setting these rows, I have these. First of all, I just get it and I have three options. Okay, just copy this code and paste it here. So I have either return this one, or return this one, or return this one. So what I have to return, wait a second, and let's wait seconds and see what we have to return. So first of all, if I just go here to the main UI, the cell of this one, how much is the width for it? It's 175. So for add should be 175. So where is the add here? Where is it? The add here is this one for add. So he should return the width, the height 175, because he expects you to return the height. So we're just returning 175. Okay. What more? The second row should return for us 125, which is for without image. So if it's without image, no image, should return 125. Else, how much the third row should return for us, which is this row, should return 276. So go back here, this one to return for us 276. So now when I just run it, he hopefully will able to know whenever row come with this data, he read the post have this data, that means this is a new row, he know how much the height for it, and everyone how much the height for him. So at gmail.com, and here you go, ABC 12345 ABC, and bam, here is it. See this one in this side, this one appear on this side, this one appear on the normal size, so everyone appear with the size that match it. Now one final thing, I want to get this data. If you remember when you was working before, the getting the data, we had a problem here to get the data. Why? Because the data saved in the database in the way as number. So this type of the data save it, and we want to read as integer, so it should be C long. I read it as a C long, and this one should be C long. Okay. So now when I added here, when I added in the table, which is this one post date, should be, I will say, hey, this one should be string, and this one expect to get this data, whatever the post date here. So now I have the post date. This variable will hold the post date. So if I just go to these things, which they talk about the post, the TV post with text or without text. If you see in both of these, I have variable for txt post date. Now you are responsible to change this long number to date time, but for me I just will get whatever I have it here. So I say, hey, dot text will be whatever you have it in the post dot date, post date. just get it. I showed just long number. You're responsible to convert that number to the corresponding one. And also this one, same thing. You have text date, get it here. Boom, dot text equal post dot post date, which is this one. So yes, I think everything should be cool now, and we shouldn't have any problem in the design and the getting the data. As I told you, I just use the data, just no number, long number, just responsible for convert name from long integer to the current date, which is just math operation. So what I will do, jenna@gmail.com, the password abc12345 abc, boom, here you go. See, he just showed me the data in this way, this data. So yes, see how is it? Really easy and straightforward process to show the date, manage the size. But if you see, you see now that he just showed you the word optional before the date, before he showed you the date. And you know why? Because the post date is just some long integer, so when you read it, you need to convert it. So for that reason, when he just read this one in the post date, when just he pass it to the image, he just pass it as the log integer, so he made that number for you. So just add this sign after it and the problem should be fixed. So yes, in this video we just learned how to manage the UI. Also we learned how to get the data from the server. As I told you, your responsibility will be convert this C-long to integer or to data type. So jenna@gmail.com, the password. Hopefully now everything will be fine and working. Yes, here is it. So yes, here is it, and here what I did, and hopefully everything was cool for you. Thank you for watching and see you next.
Again, I don't think the users will be interesting to log in whenever they open your app. So I don't think if I install the app I want to log in every time. I think I need to log in for one time, then next time he will have my settings. One good about Firebase, if you log in with one time with your account, he will save with this application specific ID saying, hey, this application is using Firebase. So you don't need to do call again for Firebase. Firebase automatically save the setting local on the phone. So how to get that settings? So think about, you want, if the person already logged in, you will not show him this login page. If you run the app again, he'll directly go to the second page. So how to do that? Okay, first of all, you said if let user equal what? Firebase auth, fire auth dot not app auth dot auth dot current user. So this variable will have, or this function will get the current user from the phone. So if the user already registered, he will get that user from the phone. If the user is not registered, he will not give you anything. He will give you null, then this code will not run. So what you want to do if the user is registered already? For sure, you want to call this function, which is go to the second activity. But if you see second activity need the user UID. Okay, so you would say here, hey, I want to go to the second view controller, but before that I need to do self user ID. I need to get the user ID. As I told you, this he will get these settings from the phone. So I could say user dot UID. So directly the UID will be saved. So first of all, you set the UID, then you go to the second activity. When he be here, he will get here your user UID, and he pass it for the second activity. But now if you run, you will again still seeing the second activity. Even he run this code. So even if you I try to show you what I mean by that. If I run this, if I just add debugger here, I try to run the app, you would see he will get the user because I already registered. So he will not ask for register again. He will know I already registered, but he will not be able to take me to the second activity. See, he just get the user UID. He doesn't have any problem in getting the user UID from the phone because the phone already registered. but he's not able to take me to the second activity. He's still showing me the first activity. The reason behind that is really clear. We are doing a thread, so on. Because we are doing a thread, that is mean this one have to be run in the dispatcher queue. You say, okay, this patch queue in this way dot main dot async, then you add your code inside it. What you want to do? Okay, I want to go to the second activity. That is cool. And also what I want to do, I want to dismiss this activity if you want to. So yes, true. And here you go. No, I'm done. So now if you run it, you will directly take me to the second activity without any error. So what the problem here you need me to write cell because I'm running in the queue. So why he wasn't able to show me the activity? As I told you, we are running in the queue, so he had a problem to show me that. So now he will directly take me to the second activity. See, he just log in. He's find I am logging already. He took me to the second activity without any problem. Could show you the person who is not logging. Never. So I have to do this. I have to select different iPhone 6s and run it. Hopefully this time he will show me. He will not find any user associated with that application. So he could show me. He could show me the main activity or the login page. So yes, let me wait for seconds, and while he's waiting, what I want to do, I want to just go to this one and make sure everything went according to what I believe. So yes, let me see, it is going on. See, he just showed me the register page, the login page. Now if I just register with a new user like Lali Ahmed, I said Lali at gmail.com, whatever password you give it to her, you repeat the password, select picture from the phone, register. He will register the user and he passes the second activity. Now if I just stop it, rerun it again, he will directly say, hey, I have the settings, so take me directly to the second activity. So this is really amazing thing. You have to, or you need it. So yes, here we done. Thank you for watching and see you next.
Yeah, welcome. When we publish our application as a free application in the store, we have to have a way to get money from our application. So to get money from our application and to be free in the store, we do that by adding ads inside our application. That means we add ads inside for specific company, and when that ad display to the users who are using our app, we will get money from that, and we will get paycheck every month. And that is the idea from what we learned and why we learn app development. So in this video, I will teach you how to add ads inside your application using Google Ads. So first of all, to start using Google Ads, first of all, you have to go in the search and look for AdSense. What I mean by AdSense? AdSense is the portal that Google provide you to collect your money, because there is different way to get money from Google. Like there is different way to get money from Google. Like you could get money using YouTube channels. You could get money from AdMob, and already I just get money using AdMob. So I'll try to log in here using my account. Just this is test email. I just created to get money to show to you how to do this process. So this is AdSense website. So the idea of this one is just how getting money. If you see, hey, I have balance like 0.5 cent. So by the end of the month, by going to the settings inside your application and add your information for your Visa card, you will get paycheck every end of the month about what money you have. So first of all, make sure to go AdSense, like set everything, make sure you see by the end this screen, and that you should be fine. When you're done from this one, you have to go something named AdMob. AdMob is the place for you to create ads. So if you get to AdMob here, you see this screen. So I would say sign up. You maybe do login because you are doing for first time. So after you login, you'll see this screen. This is for you. So now I want to create a new app. I just create Monterey's new app. then I start to create my application. So I will create here add. I would name it Twitter iOS demo test. This is my application. What's a platform I want to use? iOS. Then I click add app. So this is see add apps. There's different apps I could add to my application, like banner, display banner side my application. I could use intensive. This will be full screen reward videos. Like people say, hey, to gain 5 coins, see this ads. So you display how much the amount, and that is native, which display native ads. I will teach you in this video how to use intensive. You could do any of these. They are same. You are follow same pattern. So I will name it ads ins, and I click save. And he will show me this one, this application unit ID and this application ID, and that's what I want. So now what I will do, I just go here to my Firebase. If you see I have something named add move, just click on it, and from here just go to the iOS documentation. So he will take you to the documentation. You don't need to see what's going here and how to do installation. I will show you by the code. So just take this one to other screen and let me show you how we do this. So first of all, you know that I need to close this application, okay, and make sure I am on the right direction. So where is my application? This should be my application lives in the iOS Udemy, iOS should be Twitter demo. This is my application. So yeah, I open the terminal. I do cd for that path. You know that this is my path. ls, this is what I see. I need to do nano for the pod, this one, or pod file. Okay. So here in nano, I would add one more things here. I say pod Firebase. I name it add move. Okay. Make sure from this one, ad move. Then you say Control X. Y, yes, enter, then say pod install. Okay, wait for some time until he will show you what he did. He say, hey, I installed Google AdMob SDK successfully, and yes, that's what you want. So now next, what I will do, just open my project. Okay, now first of all, I will go to the app delegate, which is this part from my project. My project already configured to use Firebase. You know that I already added this line, so I don't need to add it again. What I need to add more, I need just to add here something about GDB. I say, hey, GD, which is he was able to wait for some time until he successfully be able to load the library for me. If he wasn't, wait for some time and see if he will be able to do GAD mobile ads. When he display this one, dot configure with app ID. Here you have to display the app ID. Well, the app ID I have it here. I just created. So if you just go back to the application, you have this one, my application ID. You know that. I just copy this one. So this is my application ID. Make sure add it here. So now by doing this point, that's mean, hey, we configure our application to be able to use Google Ads. So if you go to the Firebase console, which is this one, oh sorry, for the Firebase documentation, here he would go down. He tell you about this, what we did it already. Here you say what type of ads you want to show. This one banner, no, I want to show this one. So I just click on it. I will show you the documentation of how to display ads step by step. So I will take it to the other screen and try to do it by my hand. So the main page that I see it should be start first page. Should be, which page should be start first page? I don't remember. You know what? I forgot which page I have to start first page. I think should be view controller posting should be the first one that we have to see when the application gets started. So after login, I don't care about login. I want to display the ads in this one. So this one are connected with VC posting. So go to the VC posting. I want to display whenever someone click on the button for whatever button that you wanted, for a button for post or whatever. So yeah, what I will do is this, just go here and in the top of the page I will just add variable. I name it var, name it enter shall, this one will be equal to GA mobile GAD intercept, this type of ads, and make sure this one just any variable I need to initialize it. So if we go here, ads init, add initialize, so I say hey, tentative will be equal GA intensive, and this one should get with input, like it have to have an input. So I could give it the add unit ID, should be this string. Add unit ID, I could bring it from here. If you remember, we just have this add unit ID in the add move, which is this one. Okay, now I have everything ready. Just say, after I connect it, I say done, because I just have the number now. So just copy the number and add the number here. So now when my application gets started, my application will be able to load which ads that I want, and just I initialized everything. So my application now ready to start using ads. Okay, then now the second step, what I will do, just I go to the next, I say hey, let the request, I'm requesting ads, I say equal GAD request, and this one doesn't have any input. Then I say hey, intensive dot load for the request. So what that means, when you want to show ads in your application, first of all you have to contact with the Google or AdMob to ask them to load specific ads. So this line, what this line will do, he just go to the Google and try to load ads for you. From what? Try to load ads for you from AdMob. So you could, to show the ads, you just say hey, say if the ads ready, that I mean intensive dot is ready, the ads is ready, is coming, is loaded, just say intensive this one, which is this one, intensive dot present, and I want to show the ads, I say self, I want to show this ads here. Else you could display whatever, you could say print ads did not loaded yet from the server. Okay, well, and I will tell you there's a problem in this code when we run it, but let me discuss it in details. So now what will happen when the application gets started? First point, I'm just loading the ads, requesting ads, initialize my ad move, request ads loaded. Now the ads is loaded. Then I say if the ads is ready, please show me the ads. Do you see the time between this line and this line? AdMob will not be able to do load for your ads in this milliseconds and show it to you, because like from one line to line, you cannot say in this line you say hey, I want to load the ads, in second line you say sorry, I just loaded the wrong IDE, just close it, and I will stop this one, sorry, I just click quit, make sure select the right IDE, I need to select 6 and then run it. So the idea is this: when you say hey load, then you say is ready, for sure is not be ready between one line. You have to load in specific place, and then another place when someone click on the button, they click on something, and you will show the ads. You see this one may be loaded, maybe he will be able to load the ads for you, and maybe he will not able to load the ads for you because he doesn't have enough time to go to AdMob and get the ads and show it to you. So it's better to just when form did load, you just say initialize your ads, and in other place when someone click on the button or whatever, you just show that ads, and boom, you should be all set. So yes, let me see what's going on, and if he wasn't able to show you the ads, you will see in the output you see the message here, say hey, I'm not able to load the ads. If he be able, he will show you the ads. So let's see what's going on, and we will decide according that point. So wait for a second and see. Yeah, I start loading the app, I think. So boom, I just show you this one. See, he doesn't have enough time to load the ads for you. So for sure he just give you, he doesn't show you anything, because as we said, he doesn't have enough time for you. For sure, if you look through the logs, you would see in some place he wrote I wasn't able to load the ads for you because the ads is not loaded. So how to fix this problem? Okay, I will show you this. If I just go to the posting the UI one, okay, and I would say, hey, this is my UI, and in this place I will just add tab on the top of the page. Like if you see, this is my console. So if I just remove the constraint, I'm not sure if I'll be able to. I don't want to remove constraint that I don't want to remove them, so I will remove only the constraint for this one, hopefully these four. So make sure just select the right one, so I did not do mistakes with list view only. So when I remove only things related to the list view. So this top, I just clean the list view from the constraint. Okay, then what I will do, if you see this, I'm selecting the list view, just move it down a little bit, add table navigation bar, okay, on the top, good. So now this one should be attached with this one. This one you now have to have 3 constraint add. This one from this side, this side, boom, and now just add it. Now this table view have to also have to have 3 or 4 from all the sides. There's a new design, okay. And now if I just add it here, I look for the button or button bar. This one should be, just click on it. I say show ads, so someone when you click on it, I will show the ads. Just click on this one, and by where is he loading, I just say click on this one. I look for the VL posting one, and this is my method. So if you remember, we did load the things here. Is this my function? Okay, this is VL posting. Yes, I think this method that I want. So I just say, hey, this one, I just need it to be connected here. I say bu show ads and make sure to be action and connected, and I move this code to it. So what I did at this point, I say, hey, when the application gets started, please load the ads. So now the ads is loaded. After a while, when someone wants to see the ads, you just click on this button, he will see the ads. This is just basic example how to show the ads. For sure, you will not show it in this way, but this was like how was the problem, how to fix it, boom. This is all the things. So let you wait and see. Here we go. After a while, you show me the screen. Now if I click, I have to be able to see the ads. See, he say the ads did not loaded yet from the server. This happened because you just create new ads and they are not like need 24 hours to be able to use it. So you could use this ads code like from Google for testing. So just take that code, replace it with this one. So and have to be able to see the ads now, because it should work now. So I will wait for some time and see if we will be able to see the ads or not. No, we have to be able to see it this time. Yes, I will not pause the video. I will wait and see. He have to work this time. So yeah, wait for seconds. See, boom. This is my screen. When boom, load. Yeah, here is it. So now if I click show ads, you have to be able to show me the ads. Hey man, he say Firebase is enabled. Boom, here you go. Yeah, see, now he show me the ads.